first started playing back in, I believe it was 2008. I was originally just an original Xbox player, just playing the phone. And I played a bit of Rainbow Six, and then Call of Duty 4 came out, and that's when I started getting a bit serious. Back in the days, in Europe, the main event was called XL. As well, the European players went for Halo, Call of Duty, stuff like that. And first win was actually a free-for-all. That was my first event. I was 15. I won that, and ever since then I just literally kept going to events. And then the following event, I won the team event, and yeah, that's when I first started winning the tournament. The fact that we won the GameStop International was like the first European team to win in America. And I don't think anyone's ever done it since, to be honest. And then COD XP was like the first $1 million tournament. Although it wasn't the most competitive one, it was like there was a massive crowd, and coming second at that event was just like kind of life-changing a little bit for me. After gaming, I'm looking to basically just get a job, move on a little bit from competing, I guess. But it's hard to say. You can say I'm retiring, but you never know 12 months down the line how I'm going to be. You never know. So obviously I'm going to try and get a job straight away. I still want to be in esports because I love esports. That's something I've always done. Well, we have to see. Time will tell, I guess. I'm happy with what I've achieved so far, and if it doesn't go well this event, and it doesn't go well, if I go off on a high, then I'll be absolutely buzzing about it. But I'm not putting any pressure on myself. I'm just going with the flow, see how we get on.
Were you nervous? We're going into that final?
Yeah, very nervous. Can't even feel my legs at the moment. Just shocked, really, because wasn't expected to get in the final at all. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gfinity Arena live from London. I'm Chris Puckett, joined here in the studio. We got Tunney once again, as well as Mud Dog. And fellas, we looked back at the start of Gunchi's career, and we just saw what might be the ending match. He goes out to Optic Gaming, but what a run, Tun.
Yeah, man, you know, just a real figure of the European Call of Duty scene. This guy is at every event. He's performing well. And such a nice guy as well. You know, we've touched on how well he plays, but, you know, one of the nicest guys you will meet in this scene.
Yeah, he certainly is. And, you know, also on top of that, one of the best players. And, you know what, if you have to go out with a loss, it doesn't hurt to do it to Optic Gaming, which... new roster, but they potentially could be one of the best teams of all time in the future.
They're trying to prove right now they are the best here in Europe. They have one more match, though, and they're going up against their arch nemesis. Aches and Optic have always had an insanely entertaining rivalry is how I describe it. And now, Aches, he's looking to keep his title intact. Right now, you see Prophecy. They've gone through Epsilon. They've gone through Optic Gaming's sister team, Optic Nation. They have one more squad to beat to give Aches another title. But on the other side of that bracket, you saw Optic's run. They just finished TCM. If they take this, Crim6 and Aches will be tied for most tournament wins in Call of Duty history. So this is sweeter than just becoming Gfinity champion. This is a huge match for two serious competitors, Tony.
Yeah, it's a milestone for both players as well. You know, you want to make sure you're going against your rival. I mean, you know, since Aches and Crim split up, it's been that little battle. You know, it's a mental thing for both players, and both players, it's an extra incentive to win this game, not that you really need any extra ones, because it's huge.
Of course. And Aches is one of the most competitive players I know. You know, this isn't about the money for him. It's about the prestige, that Gfinity title, and I know he wants to have more championships than Crim. He doesn't want to let Crim catch him.
And this would definitely help him pull away once again. Aches and Apathy, they already have a title together, looking for a second. And, of course, Aqua and Nagafen. They were so close to getting it just a few weeks ago back at the World Championship. This could be their first title in Advanced Warfare. And, you know, I'm cheering for those guys just as much as I'm cheering for Aches, as well as Crim and the rest of the Optic crew. So it's going to be an super entertaining matchup. Mud Dog, I got to ask you, everyone was wrong with their wild cards except you. There's two teams left. You called Optic Gaming to win the entire tournament. You had Prophecy as your dark horse or your wild card team. After watching both of them all weekend long, who's the stronger squad?
You know, I think Optic overall is the stronger squad, but this match is going to be very interesting. I sat down and I talked with Aches in the Players Lounge before. He was kind of giving me a little breakdown of his team, but what they're going to do, they are not agreeing to those rules that some other teams are. So I think we're going to see Nagafin with that LMG, definitely some IMRs out, and his reasoning is just, you know, Formal's an extremely strong bow, but when you get those other guns in the mix, you know, I think Nagafin's probably the most talented player with an LMG here, and Aqua's one of the best with the IMR. So it's going to be interesting to see those long-range gunfights versus Formal, and it's also going to be interesting to see if Optic deviates from the standard guns and uses any of those new ones.
Yeah, you know, the players are using everything that's available in the game in the current esports setting, so I'm never going to knock anyone who is doing that. This is going to be a hard-fought matchup, though, but the interesting part to me, this is not a double elimination tournament. Almost all the events we see always double elim. This is do or die. You have one best of 5, and 2 of the games are obviously Optic's weakness, and that is search and destroy, especially if it goes to a game 5. You have to be worried if you're an Optic fan the way Prophecy's been playing, Ton.
Prophecy have looked hot on all game modes, though, not just the S&D. And Optic, yes, they did lose that S&D to TCM quite convincingly, but how hot did TCM look all weekend on their S&Ds? You have to put that out there as well. But still, I mean, we're not going to go into predictions. Yeah, I'll tell you mine soon, but there's the Prophecy lineup. And these guys, I mean, to be fair, Prophecy, though, very, very strong S&D team, full stop. I mean, Aqua with the sniper rifle, Aches putting up big numbers before as well. And I'm expecting to see the same sort of thing.
Yeah, I think Prophecy is going to be a really fun team to watch, especially in Search and Destroy. Aqua and Nagafin are 2 of the most innovative players in the game. You know, they use guns that people didn't even know existed, and they use them extremely effectively. It's going to be really interesting to see those guns used.
Now, there's one thing I'm looking out for here in game number 1. Apathy has been dropping 40 bombs all weekend long when it comes to the hard point. Aches always right behind him, it seems. On the other side, you got to cancel out the slaying power we have seen from Scumpy. Scump has been an absolute monster in all of the respawns, but at any time, you can see Formal right there up there with him. Let's take a look at that Optic squad now. If you missed their match against TCM, here is a look at the world best team in a lot of people's opinion after beating Denial last weekend. A lot of people are saying Optic is still the #1 squad. Formal, Crim6, and Scump. Normally, it's Karma who fills in after Nadeshot stepped away, but for this weekend, it is Enable looking to get back-to-back tournament wins after taking ESWC in France just a little bit ago, Ton.
You know, you have to take your hat off to Enable. Coming into this squad, you have to look at that lineup and say, you've got big shoes to fill here. You have to go up and turn it up. And he has done so much. I mean, he's been as good as every single one of those players, but this team just looks so, so strong. I mean, if you are a betting man, you would bet on Optic Gaming and win this tournament from day number 1. The rivalry between them and Denial is no more today, especially because Denial knocked themselves out of a place where you wouldn't have expected it. But Optic Gaming going into this, you look at that lineup, and any one of those players could make it in any team in the world.
Certainly, and as you said, you really do have to put your hat off to Enable. I was talking to him last night in the hotel. He was saying people don't realize the Slayers around him are amazing. They get so many kills, and it's definitely been a weird adjustment for him to that role, because he said sometimes he just sits there for like 3 minutes and doesn't have a kill, doesn't die, doesn't have a kill. It's just, I mean, you watch that Optic kill feed, it's insane. So him adjusting and them still winning, you know, winning ESWC and making it this far alone is such a compliment to him as a player and a teammate.
Now, I got to ask, last time we saw Optic Gaming really be taken down, it was by Denial back at the World Championship. Muddog, what did you see Denial do there that caused problems for Optic Gaming, and do you think Prophecy can do what it takes to upset them?
Plain and simple, Denial beat them in Hardpoint, and I think that's the most important thing to do. And when you were able to beat them in that game type, it really kind of, I think, gets in their head a little bit, because they know, you know, they're the best hardpoint team by far. So when they lose that, it got Search coming up, they're kind of sweating that. However, the first map's Retreat Hardpoint. I was talking to Aches, and, you know, that's Formal's best map. It's set up for a bow. And he said they're probably going to be down 0-1 going to the match. But with Retreat, CTF in the map rotation, and he said comeback uplink is one of their strongest game types.
Right.
Which I thought was very interesting, because Optic's, you know, amazing at comeback uplink. So that's going to be an awesome battle to see.
Can't wait for it, Tony. Out of all the games in this best of 5, what are you looking forward to most?
Oh, the uplink, I would have to say. I think it's really going to boil down to that. But, I mean, I think if Prophecy can get one run-and-gun game mode, not one of the S&Ds, then they can potentially do something here. But they need one of them. I feel as if the S&Ds, yes, they have. That's where their best chances lie, as Mados just said. But you seen Optic against TCM there. So strong. Yes, the S&D, they got a train ran over them, if anything. But did they ever look unlikely on any of the run-and-gun game modes? No, they did not.
Right.
They look very, very strong all the way through. So for me, it's going to boil down to make sure if you're a Prophecy fan, your team are getting those S&Ds down, and I think it's going to come down to the Uplink.
Prophecy, first land, new squad. Can they walk home as champions? Optic Gaming looking to put another one on their belt. We will see if they can pull it off. Let's send it down to our casters to kick off the finals of the Spring Masters.
Thank you very much, Puckett. And yes, this is the grand final. All the people in the crowd give it up. It's time for Optic Gaming versus Prophecy here.
Bro, I am giddy. There are so many things to talk about here. I mean, Optic, they've been the team to beat. Aches, though, with apathy, they've kind of been the Optic Slayers, the Crim Slayers. I mean, look at, I think I saw something tweeted that in 4 best-of-5s against Optic, Patrick Price is currently 3-1.
Man, that is talented.
I think it was a 2-0 at the Open, Columbus Open. They dropped one, I believe, regionals, and they took him out at Champs. Aches did. This is going to be an incredible series. And like they stated, the biggest thing, the reason I'm giddy, man, this is either number 20 championship-wise for Aches, or if Prim takes it, he ties him at 19. You know, that's like the one thing Aches is holding on to. Even when he has a bad event, man, how many times have you seen him respond with, like, all right, Aqua, 19.
Yeah, that's it. That's all he ever needs to respond.
I could almost fill my hands twice with rings. Like, it's just, it's absolutely ridiculous.
You know what? There is one other thing about this. This is the first time at a Gfinity event that is no European team in the final.
I mean, America's just better.
Right, okay. I don't even know how to deal with you.
Oh, I don't deal with myself. I don't think anyone knows how to deal with me. But this is going to be an absolutely remarkable final. I mean, what I want right now, I'm just going to be absolutely honest. I want to do game number 5, round 11, 1v1 Crim and Aches.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I would throw off my headset and just be doing like jumping jacks up front. I'd be so excited.
I would go sit in the crowd. I don't even think you could commentate that. You just let it play.
No one would be. Just let it go. Toss do like a listening about both teams as they're just like chirping at each other. This is going to be a good one, man. But no, I seriously, I think it's. I honestly, though, truthfully, if we're talking predictions, I think it's either a 3-0 for Optic if they're playing like they have been, or this is going 5. It's going the distance, or it's a 3-0.
Are you going to go Optic for the entire thing or not? I mean, if it goes to game 5, you're going to be sitting there going, well, I don't know now.
I just don't. I don't see any way Optic loses a series. They're just so much more proven than this Prof team. I think when it comes down to it, when the pressure's on, like Prophecy hasn't been tested really at all yet. No. I think they're both 12-2 in map count. They haven't been tested whatsoever. If they are they going to be able to deal with it? They're a newly formed team. When the pressure's really on, I mean, I'm sure Aches is going to be that in-game leader, but are they going to deal with it nearly as well as Optic would? I don't think so.
No,
but
this is the thing we've said about Optic all weekend, and the actual key thing you've got to realize about Optic and what every player says, every analyst, every caster, is how strong this team is. It's strength in depth. There's no weakness, there's no chink in the armor, there's no way to get past this team.
Yeah,
you have to go face to face and just try to be better.
Yeah.
You're not going to find all 3 of those players have a bad game, because that's what it would
take.
take.
That's really what you need. I mean, at Champs, when they struggled a bit, Formal was kind of off his game. Crim had a couple rough games. When they have 2 players that aren't really playing well, putting up, because that's what they the reason they're the best hardpoint team, the reason they put up their best respawn team is really they just outslay everyone. Usually it's like 20 to 30 more kills they'll have than their opponent in respawns, and that's just so tough to deal with.
You're usually sitting there picking which Optic player is currently on the streak. Which one is it? We'll follow
It's either like two drop 40 to 50 or all 4 of them have 35. It's just the numbers are absolutely wild. It can be so difficult. But this is going to be a fun one. I can't wait. Like the post-game interview, whether it's Crim or whether it's Aches, man, that's going to be a real treat.
Oh, it most certainly is. I have another factoid for you.
I like facts.
Okay, so Prophecy as an organization were at the first Gfinity for a European team.
Okay.
The person who wiped them out was, of course, Aches. Took them down since they haven't been back, and now he's playing for Prophecy in the final.
Oh, that's kind of wild. It's great to watch where this brand, where this team has come here recently, but this is absolutely awesome. Now, if we can get some noise, if you think that Prophecy is going to take this final, let me hear it.
Well, there you go. That's the owner of Prophecy making some noise. If you think Optic is going to take this game, make some noise.
I think I see Aches' twin in the 3rd row there.
Oh, really?
Well, just for a second.
Well, here we go. We're about to get us underway. It will, of course, be Retreat Hardpoint coming first up.
And this is such a tough one.
Yeah, I think Formal is – we've talked about Formals and AR.
He averages like 45, I think, on Retreat Hardpoint. At least that's what it seems like. The guy just puts up crazy numbers. It plays so well to his strengths, which are just long-distance battles, rocking the AR. I don't know how they're going to beat him on this first map, but I really truthfully think if you're going to beat them, kind of to what Mud Dog said, if you're going to take out Optic, you kind of need to beat them in the hard points like you saw Denial doing. And this is not the hard point you want to be matching up in game 1.
I generally believe that this is going to Optic this first hard point. Like, regardless of how it plays out, this Hardpoint, I'm going Optic, just because it's Optic and it's Hardpoint and it's Retreat. All those things for me mean Optic.
And but for me, I mean, the key player though on the Prophecy side is really going to be Apathy. We've seen him go on some ridiculous sprees, put up absolutely absurd numbers. If there's going to be somebody to get in the face of, let's say, Formal, disrupt that AR, get in, break those hardpoint kills, get those big kills like Scump does for Optic, it's going to be Apathy for me. He really has got to go off, and he's been a bit inconsistent for the most part in Hardpoint. He's been playing really strong. We've seen him, you know, he had that 0-8 in the S&D. He had a really rough game in a couple series, had some struggles in CTF, but really Hardpoint, he's been playing very, very well. I expect him to go off.
Well, we're about to see if he does. This game should be getting underway any second now. All the players are, of course, in the lobby. We're just waiting to start up. They've had their warm-up. They're ready to go. It's time for the grand final of the Call of Duty Spring Masters 1 here at the Gfinity Arena live in London. Just before we do, Maven, how have you found this event for you?
Oh, it's been awesome, man. I've had a fantastic time. I mean, outside of the first couple of days where I was adjusting to the 42-hour time difference, it's been an absolute pleasure. I've had a great time. Tonight's going to be a blast after the finals. I plan on winning several $1,000s at the casino.
Oh, really? Is that your plan?
That's my plan.
Well, great. What has been maybe
Fail-proof.
the highlight of this weekend for you in terms of gameplay?
The highlight in terms of gameplay, God, I mean, for me, really, I think it's been watching TCM. My biggest curiosity coming into this was how they were going to perform after getting the team house, after moving to the States, after being in this MLG Pro League. And it was a pleasure for me to watch the fact that it's clear that they've improved. I've really, really enjoyed it.
It begs the question, though. We're going to see, you know, the European Pro League has, of course, been announced. So there should be more competition in Europe now. Will that help in the long term?
You guys are a good 5 to 7 years behind America. But I really think you've got an opportunity now to catch up.
You know what? You know what? We're going to go have a quick look at the maps for this final.
Let's take
a little look at how
Before I
this is
dig my
gonna play
grave
out.
even worse for tonight, I'm definitely getting jumped.
Hardpoint retreat, search and destroy on Riot, Uplink, comeback, capture the flag, retreat. And if we get all the way to a game 5, it will be, of course, search and destroy on Detroit.
All right, here we go. Crowd starting to get hyped as we are going to kick off game number 1. Ricey, who would you like to start the action with? I'll leave that up to you.
You know what? You're a big Formal fan. Let's actually start off with him, shall we?
Me? No, man. I'm not a fan of any player. I'm incredibly unbiased. I'm rooting for both teams here. Like I said, a best-of-5 round 11. 1v1, Crim and Aches. That's what I'm going for.
Well,
Aches is one of the first players I was actually a fan of before I was even casting. He kind of taught me the ropes with Black Ops 2. I'm looking for him to go big in this series.
Well, here we go. We're about to start off. The match has started. Let's take a little look at how this grand final will kick off. On board with Formal, first of all, as both teams approach the middle hard point.
And there'll be a battle here. He's going to be able to pick up one. He saw the other player move indoors. Scumpy grabs one as well. Aches with an 8. Scumpy actually gets 2, and that should be able to allow a little bit of control here early. If Formal can pick up that one, though, that's a fight he should have won. He is going to drop, but you see some time coming in for Optic Gaming right now.
And then we're going to be in the point, and it almost gets a third. Tries to snap on, but just not got the kind of time to do it. Apathy now will be trying to trade into the hill. Gets in, will go down himself. Both teams will be, of course, just scrapping over this to begin with. Not really going to get too many points either squad here, and then they'll be concentrating on the rotation.
Yeah, the big thing's going to be controlling the spawn for the second Turtle Hill. That's going to be the big one. So far, it's been controlled by Optic, but like you said, not going to be a ton of points coming in here. You see Aches pick up one. He's going to be flown at by Enable. Big kills coming on the board right now for Optic Gaming. We've got 5 seconds for the rotation, and here it comes.
You know, Enable has really impressed me the entire weekend of this tournament. He seems to, the more he plays, the more confident he gets in this roster, the better he performs as a whole. And you actually see Optic Gaming becoming better simply because their player is getting used to them.
And here's yet another time where we're going to see Optic not winning that rotation fight, but typically throughout the weekend they've been able to soar in and take it on the first or second try. We'll see if they can do it now. We got Nogafin set up in the back. Aches trying to push out over wall to force that spawn out. Not able to do it as he is going to drop in just like that. What I'd say, first or second rotation before we hit the halfway mark, Optic's in complete control. It's scary when honestly, just keep watching throughout the game. It's like they're not that worried about getting there first. They know they're going to take it.
Well, on board with Crim here, he's going to try and hold jump up. It is going to go down, and here comes a flood from the guys from Prophecy. Formal's going to go down. Enable's last one. Wow! Swept straight back out. If Optic can do it, Prophecy can do it too.
Yeah, that was as back and forth as it could be. It did not take much time for either team just to get control here. Watching Apathy in the back with the ASM-1. You prefer to have a bow back there just for the increased range, and there it is. He's going to pull it out. Takes a couple shots at Formal, but here we go. Gonna head to the third hill, and you see the favorite spawn. You see the setup for Optic. They've already got 3 players in and around.
Oh, it's going to be Scumpy in here. First of all, you can actually see they have got this rotation sorted to begin with. It's going to be Enable trying to hold off Double D's. He sees the player. Nagafin instantly takes him down. Scumpy trying to push some shots down as well. Two are going to be challenging him here and gets both of them. Instant lock on there from Scump, looking for the third, but Formal will get his own two-piece to clean it up. Scump now pushing out the lane. Does get one on the Double D's. Still many players around him as well as he continues to go. Scumpy on the 5, Formal on the 4.
Yeah, I would say Formal and Scumpy have now killed. There's another one for Form. They've killed 2 rotations. They're both on 5 sprees. They've given their teams by themselves basically, what, 30 points there just by those kills. That was incredible stuff. You're finally starting to see the kill feed pop up here for Prophecy as they're starting to break in. They do now have control. They're only down 10 so far. I know it's only 3 minutes in, but pretty even.
On board with Nagafen now. Just trying to hold this down with a barrel in the middle of it. It doesn't actually have many teammates here, so it might be a scrap challenge point, but it's not. They are going to just rotate here. Nagafen may be able to pick one if he sees him. He's going to see a name. He's trying to get him, but no. Formal will be covering. He is going to shut him down here. It will be Optic Gaming first on this rotation. Yeah,
I said Formal average is about 45 on this map. He's, already out to a 17-9 start, leading all Slayers. This is by far his best map when it comes to the slang, and right now, getting it done. 5-point lead right now, but again, they haven't really been able to pull away at all now. Aqua able to get a big kill as he's pushing across. If he can get this one, it'll give him control. And look at that, the spawn out coming in from Optic. They're going to be flooding in 3. Aqua is rolling right now. He's on a 4 streak. Can he make it 5? He is going to drop currently. Apathy and Aches going to both be in the hard point, but they're all dropping. Optic takes control so easily.
Both teams actually neck and neck in this regard of this point, and they keep doing the same thing to each other. Neither team is able to hold on. Even when they're set up there, Maven, they actually get swept out by the same thing over and over again. They're really good at holding it.
There. Aches able to just pick off the face of Formal there. He's rotating out. There's one player pushing to his left. He should drop from behind in just a second. We do see Formal. He is going to catch Aches eventually. He's going to be wrapping around now. We're just under the 6-minute mark. This will be our 5th and final hard point before we start the second rotation as he's going to get killed from top steps.
That could have been a big kill from Formal. They're trying to actually split the Prophecy fire. This is known as Money Hill. It is a little bit easier to hold, so they may get a lot of points here and scream into the lead.
Well, right now is the best thing you want. Your Hill player didn't have to take a shot for 20 seconds. He's going to wrap back, able to take out Formal. Jump up top. He gets the assist. Aqua with the help. Enable, able to get one. Let's see if they can get a bit of a pinch here. It's being contested right now. Good positioning from Apathy as he gets both. Absolutely filthy. Scott pushing from lower. He's not able to get that one. It's going to be controlled out Optic Gaming, but it comes too little too late. I mean, there's only 20 seconds left in this one. We should see a lead change going in, but this, regardless, is going to be so tight going into the second side.
Well, you can see, like I said, it's easier to hold this one than some of the other hard points on this map, and they have done it. They will be going into the lead. It's going to be Apathy, though, and oh my goodness, Optic Gaming come through and will sweep them out. They will pick up the scrap time here, which should make this game still neck and neck.
Yeah, 5 points separate the two. Here we go back to the center hill. We see Formal trying to pick somebody off a head glitch. He is going to be able to get the assist as he wraps to get eyes. He should see just a couple players in a second here. There's one, a second lined up. There's 2, the third right through the door. Let's see if he can get action on Aches. He's looking left. There's 3. Fourth one gets taken out as well, and that's the entire team of Prophecy wiped out in a matter of seconds. Time to Optic Gaming.
And Formal still on board with him as well. That's 5 for him. That's 6 for Formal. He's still going here. Going to be holding it down for his team as they pick up kills as well. Formal now going on a circle, looking for these players coming out of the hill, and he's going to get another one. He's still on this streak, looking for Accra as well. We'll actually pick up the assist onto that one as well at the same time.
How many times have we seen the entire kill feed be Scump and Formal?
Well, Scump's on the 4, Crim's on the 2. Every single member actually on the game now on a streak. Formal's still alive. We'll pick up another one here. Is he going to no, surely not. Will eventually drop. But what a streak from him.
Yeah, we see Scump going off. Formal then at 32 and 15. Easily, I think, on pace for 50 right now, putting up huge numbers for his team. But Prophecy still in reach, only down 21 right now. Plenty of time to come back in this one as we are going to start rotating here for the next hill. And you do see, again, it is going to be Prophecy first in. Big kill there in the back from Kremlo. Let's see if he can take out the player. Apathy is going to answer back. Prophecy should be able to tally some points here. We may have a lead change.
Nathan trying to make some shots. It's going to happen. It's not going to act. Challenging as well as Enable gets the 2-piece to break the hill open, and now they're going to be challenged once again. Not even time to catch their breath on this hill. Enable just staying alive, waiting for his health to regen and watching the lobby. Is going to try and do it, but his teammates will slay around him. Look at the kill feed, Maven.
And it's just all Optic as they keep picking up big kill after big kill. The lead extending now. It's up to 30. One player coming back steps. Enable's been the hero this hill. He had the 2 entry kills to take control, and he's been rotating at his backside. He's just got to stay alive, soak up as much time as he can as his teammate Slay out gets yet another defensive kill. Can he make it? A third in a row. He is going to drop here. 8 seconds left in this one. The big one, the next one's going to be important as the lead. They've extended it to 30, but still a very, very fragile lead.
Optic Gaming back off, ready for the rotation. They will have it this time around and the spawn that they actually want. Formal going to go into a gunfight here, and he is going to lose it.
That's one you should win there. It's tough, I know, when you get pushed with an SMG and have that bow, but he got the first shots in, did drop, gave up that outside control, and now you see the flood coming in. Apathy, though, going to get held off. Scumpy in the hill getting big kills.
Formal already on 40 kills on this map. We've still got 2.5 minutes left to go. God knows what number he could hit. Could even drop a 60 if he really turns it on.
Yeah, again, this is his map. Basically, they let him do what he wants. He puts up the numbers. You usually see the rest of the guys rock around even. Scump at times will go off, but they're getting the dirty work done. They're the ones in the hills getting the big defensive and offensive kills. We're watching Apathy now, trying to hold it down. He's about to get pinched from every single side, flying in from everywhere. Can he win this gunfight? He is ultimately going to drop. Just over 2 minutes to play, and this lead's been fluctuating right around 30 for the past, 2 minutes or so?
It really has. Only needs the Prophecy to kind of get some good time on a hill when it comes into it, and they may be able to pull this one back away from Optic. Optic going to determine not that to happen. Formal will stay in their scum, just keep picking up kills where he needs him to. Really gets in their face and manages to string them together. Now, here comes the rotation. Prophecy to do this, in my opinion, need to get this as close as possible on this hill to have a chance in the next one, because they don't want to have to fight for scrap time recently, because that next time, next hill, like I said, money hill.
And Formal going to drop there, got maybe a little too close to the hard point there. He's going to want to try and stay back usually a little bit with that bow. He's going to fall. This gives control for the time being, well, for about 5 seconds before Krem's able to break in and take over. And the lead, they might be able to win it in this hill. There's 29 seconds left. If they control this a little bit longer, they're going to ice it here.
You see Scumby just holding in now, just continuing to push them out. I was actually expecting to be a little bit closer, but Akul coming with a 2-piece. They need the remaining time to have a competitive chance against Optic Gaming, but Formal comes in with 2. Formal comes in with 3. We're going to see if we can catch the 4th.
And can he get the 4th? He saw him go high. He's still able to get it. A couple more players there going off. Already at 47 and 25, but the standout still, I mean, look at Scump, 36 and 33 with 13 captures. He's so aggressive. He wins all those gunfights when he pushed. 2 more kills on the board for Formal here. And I think it's easy to say he's going to be breaking 50.
Yeah, he should be. He's going to pick. Oh no, someone's denying him.
There
He's going to get that one as well. Formal drops a 50 from. He's currently 51 and 25, Maven. On a 4 streak, looking for 2 more players. Will eventually drop though. This game is done. It will be Optic Gaming who take the first map, with commanding performances from so many of them.
All right, well, let's hear it for Optic, as they are going to take map number 1 of this best-of-5 final. And I mean, it's kind of what you expected. We thought this was a map Optic was going to take. I thought Formal and Scump were going to be the 2 that went off. That's exactly what happened, both posting up big numbers. Not much you can do about 53 kills with your lead bow player. That is so tough to deal with for any team.
That is criminal. Unbelievable. He's still going. Still looking for a 55. Still going. It's fine. Just keep killing. Keep slaying for days. And there's a big
he's getting fired up right now. What an incredible performance there out of Formal.
He is enjoying himself. We knew he was going to be the factor on this map. We said this is about Formal. We think it's going to be in his favor. 55 kills to 27.
Yeah, he basically outslayed everyone.
I don't like talking too much about KD ratios when a player does that.
Yeah, 20 more than everyone else on the map, basically.
Yeah.
That's incredible stuff.
Wow, there you go. Optic Gaming here. I said Formal was quite high, but they are laser focused onto this next map. They cannot let Prophecy get an inch back.
The S&D, though, they've dropped 2 maps. They've both been an S&D. We just saw them get rolled by TCM. Do you think Prophecy, can they shake things up? Can they throw something at Optic Gaming they're not going to expect? I mean, that's the tricky part here. You know, you expect with TCM in the league at least, they've played them quite a bit more. But that's one of the struggles for North American teams sometimes. There's different strats that European, Australian teams will use. I think they're going to be quite a bit more prepared for Prophecy. Yeah,
they most certainly will do. Now, obviously, I mean, Optic Gaming's last S&D before TCM was a roll to Optic Gaming.
Yeah.
So it kind of throws it up in the air of where these 2 teams kind of combat on the Search and Destroy. I don't see a blowout again. To be honest, there's been too many S&D blowouts.
I don't think.
I think it's going to be a lot more close.
Yeah, I do too. We missed something hilarious, apparently.
Apparently we did.
Some action going on apparently inside of the booth here as we're getting ready to hop into game 2, but we'll give you another look at the scoreboard. I don't know. I don't know what to expect in game number 2. I'll be honest. I thought game number 1 was just pretty easy to read.
Yeah. I know where
S&D
you're coming
not
from
as
here. You
easy.
want to call the S&D and making a prediction on it. And honestly, it's one of these opinions where you shouldn't make a prediction on it. Simply because anything you do will be like flipping a coin. You'd be like, I want to say this, but there's also all these other factors I have to actually look at.
Yeah.
So making a prediction actually is just picking. You might as well just all at home pick your own prediction, simply because calling it may actually be too close.
This should be an absolute delight, though. Again, I want this one to go the distance. If you missed out, if for any reason you're just tuning in, the big storyline here, Krim going for number 19 to tie Aches. Aches going for number 20. He has led all people in championship wins in Call of Duty for how many years now?
I don't know, a long time.
Many?
Yeah. He's got a legacy that we didn't think many people catch up. Krim.
And it happened in a hurry. It's funny. I saw the tweet come out, and I looked at you. I was like, really?
We both went to fact check. We both
actually
going to
tie him? But you got to think about how many wins Optic's had in the last couple of months.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been really sweeping everything outside of champs. They've
I think
just
it's
been
3
taking care
on
of
Advanced
business.
Warfare.
4? 3? 4?
I think it's 3.
It's a bunch.
I think Aches has had 1.
But the point is, I mean, it's amazing what he's been able to do with this Optic Gaming team. You know, back when he was on Complexity, I never thought I'd see the day where Krim would be wearing green. But here we are representing the green wall, and they've absolutely been crushing their competition. And this one, they've got to bounce back. I mean, that was what, about a 30-point game for most of it. So at least you can take some positives from it if you're Prophecy going into S&D. It's not like they got a 100-point club. You know, they didn't really get beat up too bad.
No.
Outside of, you don't like seeing a 55 put up on your squad. That hurts.
But they were playing the objective very well.
They were. They
Prophecy
absolutely
were actually playing the objective very well. They were fighting Optic Gaming out of the hardpoint at the same time. They had great pinches. They had great slaying. It was just a few things here and there where Optic had the lead, and they kept, like you said, about 30-point lead most of the way through. And they were expanding on it, and it was contracting, and it was back and forth. And we were like,
really
one hard point could have changed that game around. But with the Optic slaying machine, that's what we said. There's no weakness in that squad.
Not right now, no. I mean, for the most part, today, well, really the whole event, they're 12-2 in map count. Today, they've looked relatively invincible, other than the part where they, I mean, again, that Terrace S&D, I was convinced they weren't really playing for a little while there. Like that was hard to watch. They were just getting absolutely rolled. Props to TCM, but just crushed them. This one, though, I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to it. I know we have veterans on each side. Easy Formal there. You saw him getting hyped up after the game. He's ready to go in this one. I'm sure in Riot we're going to see the snipe coming out a bit here. This one of those S&Ds where we talk about the only one that's really a bit offensive sided, just because that A side, it can be very easy to get that early plant if you get a lockdown, get that entry kill, and the player typically playing second story. The defense is the one that really needs to try and mix things up, in my opinion, whether you're pushing for a flank. It's going to be a blast, man. Absolute treat for everybody at home. You could not ask for a better final.
No, you most certainly couldn't. And I'm actually sitting here while you're talking about that, trying to work out, who has the edge in this search and destroy. And every time I keep coming back and I keep double-guessing myself and trying to work out, exactly where this is going to come down to.
I see Merc in the front row. Merc, who are you picking in this one?
Merc
picked Krim. Okay, well
that's a team.
Thanks for an awful answer. He's taking Optic Gaming in this one.
Yeah, I'll take that from what he said. He's backing Krim.
Yeah, all right, just taking Krim.
Well, let's go on to this map now. It is going to be Riot, Search and Destroy. And I think it's only fair if Optic are on the attack that we do start off with Krim.
All right, we have to.
Yeah, Merc said so.
Handsome Merc asked for it. We'll give you all the Krim love you need.
Well, here we go. We are about to jump into this game, and they will be Optic Gaming actually on the attack first of all. So it will be Krim we're going to watch.
All right, here we go. Kick it off. Game number 2. Let's hear it for Prophecy and Optic Gaming. Here we are at the finals of the Gfinity COD Spring Masters.
Well, we're on board with Krim so far, and you can see a very aggressive push actually from Formal. I am going to switch onto him, see if he can make a pick. He's going to see Aqua will get that first blood as well to Optic Gaming. Now looking to see if they can get any more. Formal will drop. It doesn't matter. 2 more kills gone down. It's now Gfinity in a 1 versus 3. That happened at lightning speed.
So quick. And that's, most of the time you'll...
Oh my God!
Hey, Merc, there's Krim for you.
Oh, wow.
He just got absolutely destroyed by Nagafin. You don't see that happen to Krim very often. All of a sudden, it's a 1v1. Scumpy and Nagafin, 30 seconds to work with.
No.
There's no way he pulls off the 1v3. He's
going
to catch him there. Can he get it? Scump's going to back away.
Nagafin still in a 1v1 with Scump.
I'm trying to be so quiet. I don't want them to hear me.
I'm so scared. Oh, it's been tagged up, and that could mean that, Scumpy may actually play the timer here. Not exactly sure how it's going to go down. Scumpy is looking.
Just a second away, and he's going to get it. I didn't want to say anything. You know, I'm always nervous. Maybe they're going to hear me. I was whispering. I was my voice was quite sensual.
Right, that's why I concentrate on something else, like, you know, is he going to play the time? It's fine. We've been doing this for a while longer enough, but we don't want to give anything away.
I don't even know if I was just whispering sweet nothings to you during that. But incredible effort there by Nagafin.
Dude, if he had
I don't
made
know what
that,
he did. I don't know what he did to Krim. He'll be thinking about that one in round number 2.
Well, let's stay on board with Nagafin for this attack this time round then, and see if he can pull off some more magic. He has going to have the bomb this time around. You see Optic being very, very aggressive. Nagafin going to go in. It's going to be exit catch through Absence. Scumby will take down Nagafin as well. It's now a 2 versus 4.
What is this push from Optic? They did not expect 3 people flying at the bomb site whatsoever. Already going to be a 4 versus 2 advantage. They're going to need another miracle here to even get this into a 1v1. You saw Formal up top, whips out the snipe. Can he hit the shot?
Oh, that's the Optic trade. Aches left in a 1 versus 4. Can he do something against Optic Gaming? And a lot of Optic Gaming fans will be saying no. We're going to see if he can do anything here, though. I mean, it's one shot going around. It looks like they're hunting. Look at that pack. 3 players. It's going to be Formal, Scumpy, and Enable hunting, and it's going to be... Oh, no, it's Formal on his own, actually.
Just chilling by himself.
Krim, Scumpy, and Enable that could be hunting against Aches.
He's going to be the one that might end up catching him. He should be. And here it is. Oh, the melee comes in from Aches, and he's going to drop immediately. But, I mean, so far... It's been so fast and furious. Like you've had 2 down so quickly for the side of Prophecy.
Well, who thought Optic Gaming were just going to rush A-bombs like themselves on the defense?
And maybe I don't watch enough, but I don't remember the last time I saw 3 of them flood to the A site like that.
It's dangerous to do that, especially if you can't get the trades off, because you can lose really easily, especially flying out that door. Simply because there's not really any cover anywhere near.
Well, first man in, Nagafin should have had a kill. The only reason he didn't is because all of a sudden he had 3 targets. He got stuck in one of those situations where he was like, oh, dear God, who do I aim at? Yep. And he did get dropped. But 2-0 lead here for Optic Gaming. We're on board with Scump. He is currently 3-0. He's played phenomenal all weekend. Formal, going to have the sniper. Not surprised to see that.
This for me is Optic all over. They keep doing this. It's a very, very tight, compact unit on Search and Destroy, meaning that no matter what happens, you can get a pick on them, they will try to trade every single time. And they just keep doing it. They're so good at it. We've seen it almost every single Search and Destroy against except against TCM.
Yeah, that one was absurd.
Yeah, there was no trading. They were just taking it.
Yes, that's exactly what was happening. Optic was taking it. Scump, though, he is here and around B. You can see 1 player in the back. I think 1 player second story then in the back as well. No one to drop yet. With 40 seconds on the clock, they're going to have to decide to make a move here, and I think they're going to go forward. Can he get that one? Trying to get shots at Enable is going to lose that battle to Aches. Let's see if they can trade it. They're not able to pick it up. Aches able to get away. That's Krim checking the back. Hit markers for him. Finally able to get him. Sniper out. He's going to see the player to the left. Can he get it?
Can he make it?
That would have been absolutely sick shot.
He's alone in a 1 versus 3. Down he will go, and Prophecy will get a point onto the board.
They needed that, man. Yeah. You cannot go down 3-0 in this after losing game 1. They needed to get on the board, and they do it on the defensive side of things, which is a big win. Again, this one...
Drawn a little heart for us.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah. Well...
I'm assuming that was specifically for me.
Oh, you're just going to make that assumption?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we all do love
it. Looks like an M, too.
Okay, we do love Maven. Maybe not that much. Well, let's jump on board with the attacking team once again. It will, of course, be Prophecy. And who would you like to spectate, my man?
Oh, let's stick with Aches.
Okay, let's see what he can do.
Well, he can't get past the car.
Yeah. And Optic Gaming being very aggressive again, but Nagafin will get first pick. That will stall Optic Gaming. You can see them backing off now.
There's a couple snipers back there, second story.
Yeah. I won't do that to them again. Say Prophecy. And now he actually sees a player on the flank here. I think he's been spotted though. Did Aqua get spotted? I'm sure he did. He's going to be Enable trying to challenge him. Misses 1 snipe. Still looking. He is on the fire second one off with nobody there.
Well, Enable knows he has a snipe there now. I doubt he's going to be re-peeking that.
Krim
should have saw him cross. He might have a second player cross. He heard him come in from behind. He got stuck in that pinch there. Not able to pick up the kill.
Oh my
Formal and Enable. It's actually going to be just Enable here in a 1v4.
Enable miles away from the bomb site. But unfortunately, that isn't going to be planted yet, and he's going to go down. It's now 2-2 with these 2 squads.
And they're able to pull it back. It was looking ugly. After those first couple of rounds, man, I thought Prophecy was about to just get walloped on this one.
Prophecy changed tactic. Prophecy, I said they waited. They were sure Optic was going to rush again. They did. Got the snipers out, got the picks, and pulled Optic apart from there.
All right, you see Optic, or Aqua, getting the final. I think I've called him Optic multiple times. Aqua, Aqua. This water, I just had some. All right, who do you want to start here, though, going into round number 5?
Well, let's go on the attack, and I'm going to jump on board with Enable, currently 0-3, so I want to see if he can break that.
Yeah, he needs to get on the board here. We saw him have a great S&D just a couple series ago, really putting up big numbers. You know, he struggled kind of, I'd say Friday, a bit with this squad, but he's really been coming together. You heard Mud Dog talking about that quite a bit, but it looks like we're going to have another slow push here from Optic Gaming.
Well, they're going to know that trophy system is there, so they're going to know a player was at least in this corner because the Naval triggered it. Now, it's going to be the first kill down. Scumpy will get first one. There is a player right there. It's going to be Aches just waiting.
He could possibly hear him breathing. And here comes Aches. He's going to crawl out. Will he win the gunfight? He's going to be take out Enable. That's an incredible killer from Aches. Scump, though, going to get his second. Not able to push for the aces. He is going to drop. It's going to be Krim and Formal up against Nagafin and Aqua. One drops right in front of Krim. Nagafin has Krim's number right now.
It really does. He's the anti-Krim. We're on board with Formal in the 1 versus 2.
He's got to check it.
Got to check it. Got to try and make this kills. Well, it does manage to
Oh,
make
there's a 1v2! Oh, God, did he make that look easy?
The first kill was enough. The second kill was just him being a show-off. Look at this again. This counted. I'm good with this. Nagafen was already spraying.
I don't know what Nagafin was shooting at because it was like 10 feet to the left. But
probably gave him a little scream. Oh, Formal.
That was filthy. He's on something right now, man. He had that big game in game number 1. Now the 1v2. Incredible stuff there as they're able to push back out front. 3-2, Optic Gaming.
Well, on to Prophecy this time as they will be on the attack watching Captain Pat Price. Let's see what he can do with this. Going to be firing out the pre-nades. Does have a trophy system on as well, and they are slowing down again. Here comes an Optic tactic, though, of a big rotate, but it's going to be Aqua that's slowing them down, but Scump will actually trade that away.
Oh, Scump with the sniper here. Let's see what he can get done. Like you said, able to answer back pretty much immediately here. Going to be 3v3 in round number 6. You see the bomb on A side. Pretty much all players here in like the back lot / B side. They're starting to rotate over now. As Ake's going to get caught, he's going to lose that gunfight to Enable. 3 versus 2. You see Nagafin with the hero plays. Can he pull out another one?
Are they rotating? I think they might actually rotate. This might work, except
there's a player directly behind him.
Well, Apathy has managed to get one back. He is now doing some work. He does still have the bomb. Where is he going to go with it? He's actually going to try and flank behind them. Is this going to work out? Both teams so close to each other in terms of the map.
This giant map, and everyone's within like a 10-foot vertical radius of each other. Enable,
he should have had that. Should have shot first, right?
People are just getting melted in this one. You know, I thought Krim had that one against Nagafin as he gets over here. And Apathy was weak.
Yeah, he was. Enable had first, second, and I think third bullet on him.
Oh, God.
How on earth did he win that?
That was absolutely disgusting. It's all right, Enable. He'll be okay.
3-3. We've got an incredible search and destroy on our hands so far. Let's go on board with Scumpy, though. 6 and 4. Has also got 3 bomb plants.
Scumpy moving forward. Looks like we're going to see a fast push. They've really been mixing it up. They've been playing slow, hitting it hard. This is going to be one of the fast push. This might be a free plant if he has coverage. Scump going to be putting the bomb down. Formal's going to pick up the first kill, and we saw him this aggressive push last time. He was able to pick up that sniper very easily, but look, there's 2 coming on the flank.
Formal making that entry pick just gave Scump so much time to put the bomb down. They knew they weren't going to challenge him. Oh, and Krim's going to get a second one, and it has been traded away. Enable still looking. There will be a player pushing him
This
now.
is all timing. Is he going to look? All right, he looks to his right, but he is going to win the gunfight. He needed that one. Picks it up. Aqua left. He's going to be able to trade back. He's got 2 to beat. Formal and
Are they
Scumpy
running around each other? They were. They
there
are
it
running
is.
around each other. You will see this on the kill cam, and they were right next to each other. Must have dropped down behind him. Looking for him desperately, but 4-3 now. And it's going to be Formal who will actually pick up that last kill, giving Optic the lead.
Yeah, he was kind of confused as to where he went as well. There's been so many times we've had just, that vertical, that one story where players just right next to each other. Another example there, but Formal able to pull it out. Now, 4-3 advantage. Let's kick it over. We started with Aches a couple times. Let's go with Apathy. We saw him gun down Enable in that 1 versus 1. Let's see if he can make any other big plays here.
Going to be running that overkill sniper as well there, Maven. And again,
all right, well, never mind.
Passive once more. Passive with the Prophecy.
Well, we saw
play.
we saw this kind of slow bunch of play by Optic. They had something very similar a couple rounds ago. I believe that is a round they were able to take. Let's see how it works out, as we're seeing a similar strategy here.
Yeah, Prophecy really want this first pick. Oh, he did see him.
Just for a second there. Saw a sliver of Formal. Formal's going to know sniper staring at the corner. He's going to try and back down, but he is going to get caught by Aqua. First blood going in for Prophecy. Let's see if they can tie up this series.
Oh, switching on to Nagafen, looking for that next engagement. It is going to be Krim who's going to try and peek. Will he get caught or will he make a shot? Sun has gone out. No connection there. Both teams now really tense. Obviously advantage for Prophecy in this scenario as long as they put this bomb down at a reasonable time.
I think the plant should. Yep, they got the plant down now. They've got pretty good coverage here. Crim's been trying to peek this for so long, not able to get eyes, but that's actually Scump with the snipe. He's going to get the headshot. Going to be 3 versus 3 here. Nagafen playing this flank, but you can see there's nobody there at all. They may need his assistance up front. If Scump wins that gunfight, and he does, it's going to be 2 versus 2.
See, this is still an advantage for Prophecy simply because they can play the time. I mean, even Nagafen commits now. Oh no, he's got to wait. He's got to play the bomb. That kill was so crucial. He's got him. Has managed to get him. It's now Scummy versus Nagafen, and surely Nagafen cannot lose this.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he makes sure to check the bomb, at some point have to hit a crazy snipe here. He wouldn't have time otherwise. Good job by Nagafen. You saw him almost clutch the 1v3. He's able to win the 1v2 there. Obviously, that was much, much more favorable. Bomb down, 25 or so seconds to go, but he played it perfectly because Scump, you saw him looking. He had the sniper. He got away just in time to not get taken out, and he clutches up.
In that kind of scenario, when you've got 3 players from each team up and the bomb's down is taken away, the trades take so long. And when you've got to get that defuse, you're like, why won't you guys just commit, please?
Yeah. But they are able to take it back and forth. This one has been, I don't think we've had really more than 1 round separate anything since those first 2. It has now been just back and forth, tied up 4-4. Here we are in round number 9.
Optic Gaming have not failed to plant every single attacking round.
Well, it's just, again, this is why I think this map is offensively favored, just because you can get to A relatively easy, unless, like, except for that one time where all of a sudden Optics and 3 people flying out at the A site. But they do have bomb down, 4 versus 4, 35 on the clock.
From watching, there could be a stack here. There could be a big push from Prophecy about to fly in. Nades now coming out. Formal is aware of what is happening. And there's players coming lying out. It's going to be Apathy who just drops straight onto him.
I was going to say, where did he die from? That would be the knee of Apathy.
Oh, Crim! Looking for that second shot, not going to hit it. It's now Aches in a 1 versus 2. Aches surely going to be pushing Crim. Looking for him desperately. No, going to go down as it will be traded by his teammate. 5-4 now for Optic Gaming.
I don't even know how Apathy got in a position to dropkick him there. I thought there'd be someone, if he was watching low, someone should have been watching his second and third story.
Crim should have been watching that.
Someone should have been checking his second story.
Unless it was COD timing, because obviously we're on board with Formals, they stacked right outside his face.
Yeah, they had 4 up. You would think someone would be watching high, but he does get taken out. Ake stuck in the 1v2, not able to clutch up. 1 round away is Optic Gaming from going up 2-0 in this series. Scump and Crim right now leading the way with 9 apiece.
I'm going to stick on board with Nagafen to begin with. There are several snipers here. I think Apathy's got one as well. Again, this is a setup that they've done, what, 3, maybe 4 times now?
Yeah, they're waiting for somebody to possibly get aggressive, and there is a player that's deciding to do that. He might have got eyes on Formal on the flank just for a second. I think Crim and Scump might be pushing mid as well. They're in trouble. They're about to get swarmed here from Optic, but Ake's able to take that first gunfight. He's able to, no, I thought someone was going to cross his screen. Apathy's going to push in. He's going to lose the gunfight to Forms. 3 versus 3.
Another player's gone down. Crim will pick one up as well. 2 versus 3, and they haven't made any progress on this. Nagafen now last alive. He's got to go 1 versus 3. He failed it last time. Can he do it this time? Looking out, looking for Crim. Misses the snipe shot. More players going to be pushing him here. Nightmare scenario. No bomb. Time running out, and every gun against you. Can Nagafen do anything?
He's just terrified right now. Every side he looks to, there's a player peeking at him right now.
We'll give you a chance.
All right, I guess they decide to play it slow. I thought maybe they just have all 3 fly at him, but instead they set up mid. They have eyes over A, they have eyes over B, and they're going to back up and play it here. Because look at the time. I mean, time is completely on their side. He's already down to 20 seconds here.
You know, and that's the point I'm trying to make earlier about them not taking Prophecy even slightly lightly. 3 versus 1, they know where he is, and they still back off to play it safe.
And this is great, man. I mean, Nagafen hasn't even been able to get eyes on anyone. They've been playing this so slow, and then he's going to get caught. That was played perfectly by Optic Gaming. Last thing, you know, you think they're thinking back to round 1. Remember what happened last time we went 1-on-1 each time with Nagafen? He almost clutched it. That time they back it up, play it smart, and that's an easy kill for Formal as they close out game number 2. 1 game away from winning events back-to-back weekends.
Yes, no, certainly so. And let's be honest here, Maven. If you were going to make a prediction, you'd now call this a 3-0.
Well, the crowd goes nuts as I believe we're going to have a quick bathroom break for a couple of the players as they come rolling out of the booth. But if you're Optic, you're feeling good right now. I mean, that's been, I guess, to a degree your crutch. I mean, your only 2 losses have been S&D.
Yeah.
You're able to take that one. It was really back and forth, but when it came down to crunch time, you know those big rounds, 9 and 10, they closed out.
You know what? I mean, the fact that every single round on the attack for Optic Gaming, they planted, spoke volumes of the way Prophecy were playing. They were very passive. Even so on the attack, they were passive. They were waiting for that first pick. And there was obviously, I think they got caught out first round by Optic, just going straight at them. They didn't expect it, and for the rest of it, they did want to try it again.
Yeah.
They were not willing to go toe-to-toe with Optic flying out there on the defense.
And you had everyone really just coming up with big plays. I mean, you saw Scump and Krim both putting up big numbers, winning a lot of gunfights. I know Krim struggled. He got destroyed by Nagathim, but put that behind him and put up a big game.
That'll be somewhere on Reddit right now.
Formal then, I mean, you saw him push that sniper twice. Overlooking A was able to give them a free plant by taking him out right away. He had that disgusting 1v2 against Nagathim and crew. So all the players are really stepping up. Enable struggling a little bit in that one, but obviously still has his role.
For me, it looked like Optic had more strategies to bring to the search and destroy. They were varying it. They were bringing in new things. They have this great way of team chemistry, of the fact that they're all playing as a cohesive unit. They're playing for the trades. There are points where they're trying out new things. They did rushes, flanks.
When they flew an A like that, I mean, usually you have either one player looking low through the doorway to check bomb, or one player second or third story sniping. For me, I just don't see that very often, where you just see the whole team just come soaring out across the A site. But it paid off. They were able to take the round. And you could tell they did not expect it. Nagafin's aimer was just, I mean, he aimed at the sky, the moon, the star. He was everywhere just trying to pick up a kill. Great stuff. And it's a 2-0 lead for Optic.
It most certainly is. Like I said, it's just a strength there that you can kind of see from the Optic. And that's what makes this team so scary. And I keep saying it because it's the most obvious thing to say in Optic Gaming. It's the reason that, you know, even players like Shane were like, we're not going to win a respawn, man. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's just terrifying to think about. I mean, Nate Shot, great player. Karma, great player. Enable, great player. But it's gotten to the point where if you're putting in, I mean, is it gotten to the part where if you put any pro player, just like top player, in with this squad, like they are going to compete. They're going to be a top 3 team regardless. It just certainly seems that way. Anyone's going to be able to come in and fill that role. It takes an adjustment period, but look at how they've been performing. And this has just been fun to watch, man.
It really has. It still begs that question, Maven. What happens when this team gets Karma back?
They're gonna. I don't think there'll be any issues whatsoever. I think if you're talking about most versatile players in the game, Karma's up there. I mean, what
do you think
what
they'll be
can't
stronger
he do?
with Karma?
No, not at all. I don't think so.
You think
maybe like
they'll be the same?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I think there'll be maybe Cali might be a little bit rough just because you have like they travel tomorrow. They're gonna be traveling. I don't know if they're going back to back home and then to the event, or how they're traveling exactly. But let's say they fly back Monday. They have to leave then Wednesday or Thursday. They're not going to have much time to play with Karma whatsoever. And
this is the other point I want to kind of expand on what you're actually saying here is they've now played with Enable for a little while.
It's been, what, so at least the past 3 weeks or so?
Yeah, and there will actually be team chemistry developing because of that. And then they're going to change him out and go, new player. And there may be a hiccup or two.
I don't think so, because Karma, even when Karma, like when they had that complexity team, Karma's a guy that you're just kind of like, Teep, I can see you. You can attest to this. For the most part, what you say to Karma is, hey, bud, you go do your thing. You run around, you kill stuff. And that's just, he's that X Factor man. He's just always coming up with big play after big play. Half the time, you don't know what he's doing exactly. I don't think he knows what he's doing, but I don't think he's going to have any difficulty filling that role whatsoever.
I think Karma 2 Rings knows exactly what he's doing, right?
Might be true.
It's Karma 2 Rings. We know he's good enough. There's a reason they picked him up. But we're comparing that they could have probably had any player in the world. What did he say?
I think he said someone flat-tired him. I believe that's when you step on the back of someone's shoe. I don't know. It's been so long since I was in high school when that was a thing. couple decades.
Yeah, no. Someone break out the stone tablets and chisels.
But we should be ready to get started in just a second. Optic did just get back in the booth. I know we were talking about the future of Optic a bit, but back to this series. Brycey, what, if anything, can Prof do to get back in this series? You know how difficult it is just from our experience casting, watching these events. But you're down 2-0. It's a big hurdle, man.
On this map, Bray, that's genuinely the issue I'm going to have here is that I'm now.
I don't think I've ever seen Optic lose come back up.
It's
I've personally casted or
match
watched.
for Optic Gaming. They've got the momentum. They look like the better team. This is screaming 3-0 from every breath and everybody in this building, even die-hard Prof fans.
It is. It really is. But thinking back, my favorite team to watch at Champs in Uplink, far and away, without question, was TR.
Yeah, you're going to talk about Aqua, aren't you?
You've got Aqua. You've got Nagathim on this map. You've seen them come up with big play after big play throughout Champs in that particular game type. I'm looking for these two to come up with some clutch moments.
Well, we're about to find out whether or not that actually happens with this game. Like you said, are you going to say, how do you want to call this game? Now, I don't think it's going to be a big blowout, but I do think it'll be a convincing win for Optic Gaming.
I think Optic takes it. They're on another level today. They're rolling, especially in the respawns. They have not looked vulnerable for any amount of time in any respawn. I mean, maybe the opening versus TCM and Uplink when they scored 2, but Formal was on a 6 spree.
And then they just turned it around. It's like, it's fine.
Like, there just hasn't really been a solid minute or two a team has been able to put up against them that has really looked that positive. Like, they've just turned everything around so quickly. You know, I want a Game 5. I do. I want it so bad.
We want to go to Game 5, but if you're a betting man, you couldn't put money on it. You really would not, even on an outside bet. But we're actually going to, I think there's a few graphics about win percentage we're going to have a quick look at as well for what is actually coming up. So you can see there on your screens now, Uplink 76%, CTF 73%, Hardpoint 81%, S&D 80%. So when these teams win these, this is the percentage.
Thank you. Everyone just wants to get on the camera here for a second.
You know,
that's all right.
Come and dance in front of the camera.
I've had enough camera time today. But great stats there. And this TR, you need that TR duo, man. It's up to them. Aqua, if you can hear me, you might be able to through the booth.
Well, you know what? I'm going
looking at you.
I'm going to ask the people at home. What do you think is going to happen in this third map? Hashtag CODMasters at Gfinity is the Twitter as well. Please let us know. We'll be checking the updates all the way through the game. The people who are lovely community managers.
Hey, Merc, who are you picking in this one?
Oh, we asked Merc again, are we?
He picked Mr. X in this one.
I picked Mr. X. Yeah, unfortunately,
I hate him.
Unfortunately, he couldn't be here, so we had to settle for you, but...
That's true. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he'd definitely be casting the final.
The worst thing is he's basically...
I'd be getting my makeup taken off.
He's basically your carer, so you've been a nightmare this weekend without him.
He follows me around with a defibrillator, just making sure I'm ready to cast.
Yeah, he's also... He keeps your organs for you, your new ones. He's actually the walking organ donor for Maven.
Oh, dear God.
Well, there we go. The match are up.
I'll tell you who else I hate. That guy, Mr. X. There's nothing to like there.
Well, this game is now getting underway. As you can see, comeback Uplink on the fly through. And this game is getting underway. Who shall we watch off the break?
Aqua. You know, I called him out. I said he needs to have a big one. I'm going to be definitely watching for Aqua Nagathan to carry the load here, especially when we're talking about... Well, actually, you know, it was pretty balanced. The last Uplink I watched, I think Aches actually led the way in the scoring department. So we'll see. But here we go. Let's kick off game number 3.
Aqua is going to be the guy we're watching now. You can see him pushing forward, trying to get glass control. And he's going to pick up one.
And this is everything. I mean, we can talk about any kind of strats you want, any kind of anything, but all it's going to come down to, for the most part, is glass control. And for my opinion, why Optic's so deadly here is because, you know, you have the Battle Formal and that sub scump. They're able to just take control and hold it for so long at glass at times. It's just so difficult to deal with.
You said watch Aqua and he's gone 4-0 at the beginning.
Yeah, you know, it hurts to be psychic.
And now you can see Aqua continuing to go. He's going to make it 5 as well. He's just running around the map, killing members of Optic Gaming. Still hasn't died. Chasing once more. You know what? Let's actually go to an Optic Gaming listen in and see how they're getting on.
One shot, one's on our point.
Yo, I have a point behind you guys.
I the other guy was there, one shot.
Yeah, top still.
Someone go for play. Somebody go for play.
I got it. Add RAC right now. RAC right now, weak. We get RAC.
One's field as well. One's field as well.
Add RAC, I'm weak.
AC one shot, Nagafen. On top AC, one shot, Nagafen.
Nagafen still top AC.
Sound like your base. I got one.
Stun. You got stun, let's go, baby.
One top blue.
Go.
And one's there.
Yeah. I got top blue, let's go.
Well, there you go, actually struggling there. It's now 4-0 in favor of Prophecy. They are, at the moment, running a train onto Optic Gaming.
Yeah, the listen-in was struggle city there for Optic. They could not get anything going. I feel like every call-out was about a player being weak that wasn't getting cleaned up. But there we go. Krem able to fire one through. 4-2 is the advantage for Prophecy, and they've got their base unlocked. That's a big kill, because this is where you can see that rally going.
Yeah.
On this side, that's how you really get it heated up. Whoever that was that took out Krem, that just saved probably anywhere from like 2 to 6 points, man. When you get that rally going, you can really rack up points.
Yeah, it was crucial. We had to make that and continue down with Formal trying to do this. Oh my God, how that guy's got away. Apathy has just completely ran past him and said, thank you. And so now onto Nagafen. Nagafen will have control of the drone. He is still alive. That player didn't get a single shot onto him.
I don't know what that player was shooting at. None of it's going to hit Nagafen. He's going to be able to pick up one eventually here inside the base. They're going to need to reset this drone if they can, but Apathy is there to pick it up. He needs a little bit of help, though. It's a 1 versus 2 in the base. Krem, he should go for the reset. Let's see if he can get it out. He wasn't able to get his hands. They're going to get the kill. This might lead to points.
If he had left it on the floor, it would have reset itself. It was about to reset manually.
It had to have been close.
This could have cost him very much. Ace will have it.
It's going to lead to a dunk. There it is.
Picking it up has actually cost Optic 2 points.
You can't let the drone sit in the base that long. I mean, they had it in that corner for so long. And you're right, it must have been close to a reset. But Krim's going to pick it up, try to toss it, and he gets hit with that flash pretty much immediately. But here comes the pressure. This is the push you want to have for your Optic game. If they win one, okay, now they need to get somebody back. Spawner needs to get to that drone as quickly as possible. They have the base on lock. As long as they can pick up one kill here, they should keep it up. It's going to be Krim. Krim needs to get on this and go.
Ace needs to hit him before he runs. Ace is going to be able to see him. Is Krim going to get away? No, go down. It will be Formula who cuts through Krim. After they're going to be trying to do something here, he's going to go down. That should be another two for Optic Gaming.
This is exactly what I was talking about. You can relay. That player, the blue player you just had highlighted, it's going to be in the drone spawn. This is all up to him. They have two inside a glass. They're going to be in a position to cut this off. They had a nice split there, but he's going to lose the gunfight. This is going to be two more. They just have to win one battle really inside the base, and they're going to take the lead.
Yeah, Formula now doing some work here. They actually have to go back here. Optic Gaming are doing so well. They're so far forward. Someone has to retreat.
And that, they tried to get that crucial kill again around the drone, but they weren't able to get it as they keep rolling here. They do not have base control anymore. This might be a one-pointer, but he won't be able to go for two as he will finally get halted. The Optic train for now has been stopped.
They see it on board with that. I mean, Aqua's going to have control. Is he going to try and run it green? He is. He's going to throw it to his teammates. He's going to throw it forward, not to his teammate at all. Waiting there. Ace is going into a gunfight. Aqua now coming back in. He will actually pick up the drone once more. Going to go for the shot. Let's get it as well. No!
He gets stopped, though, at the 1 yard line. Can Ace fires through?
Yes,
He'll get it. Tie game. This has been so back and forth. He's able to get a kill there as well in the base. But the drone spawn is going to be where all the action is going to be. You see two players rotating over from each spawn. Apathy able to win a huge gunfight. Drone going to go to Aqua. Pushing forward. Only one player in events. This should be a dunk. They've got to get going, though. That's a big kill from Enable.
There's Enable still there. He's trying to do it. He's going to stun on. He can't even see very much himself. 10-8 to favor Prophecy. 4 minutes, 17 to beat.
He must have got a pass forward. I couldn't tell. Enable was blind. I thought he was going to be able to get the stop there, but you see the perfect pass in the alley is going to come through. That was a fast-paced side one.
Yeah, it really was.
10-8. Holy hell.
Both sides, both teams just continue to just run it forward as fast as possible. Here we go. Side number 2 of the gaming will be trailing.
And we'll see if they can bounce back in this. They got the relay going for just a second. Enable's going to push down low. He got flash for a second, trying to turn and burn. He is going to fall. Apathy going to be your drone carrier. I thought he was going to go for that one-point toss that you can get there on conditioner.
And
the dunk, there it is, 4-point lead. We're seeing some life out of Prophecy.
We certainly are. Let's actually find out just how much life as well. It's time for a listen in with Prophecy.
Gonna go blue now. I'll pass third.
Push the back, we'll push them in,
Back blue, he's in our blue,
Control blue.
One more's gonna be
Control
glass.
blue.
Up glass. Up glass, weak. Up glass. Enables and ball. Up glass hurt. One more. He's pushing our side blue,
Watch him, man, double, two guys.
I said we all wait.
They like pushing glass, like him control glass.
Stun on ball.
Top blue dead.
Two dead. Crim's hurt in their bell. Bring it back. Yo, they fucked up.
All four down.
There's 3 dead. Last guy's go.
Oh, yo, top yellow. Go spot him in, nice. Go for throw.
Let's go.
One more back yellow stairs.
Back yellow, run away.
Yo, 1 Krim, it was Krim. Good shit.
Well, welcome back. You're seeing points continue to go down into this game. 13-11. Optic Gaming are one dunk away from being able to tie it up.
And here they come. You see the Optic rally. They're flooding this right side. And Aqua, he was the one man to try and stop it. The spawn coming in green. They should be able to get it through the entire death feed. All Optic Gaming. They wipe them off the map. Formal here for the relay. They're going to start to push forward. They have a player. Second story here. This might be more points. There's one player to stop him. He should get cleaned up. Oh, no, they wipe them all. Look at that. Everyone of Optic taken out. This might lead to points.
For Enable might actually slow this one down. Can he stay alive and make the kill? No. Players from Prophecy will now be challenging. He's in a horrible position, but he has slowed them down just enough for Optic Gaming to rally here. The fact that Enable stayed alive may have stopped Optic Prophecy from scoring.
And he gets the assist there to shut it down. They've cleaned out the base. Great defense there. And that's a perfect example of what Enable brings to this team. You know, he talked about, what did Mud Dog say? There's a couple minutes ago where he might not get a kill or anything. He didn't get a kill. He didn't die.
Didn't need the kill.
He skipped around for 60 seconds, but what did it do? It slowed him down. We now got a dunk, tie game, Optic Gaming, 13-13, minute 50 left.
Well, that's now been thrown into. That should be a dunk there for Prophecy, and it will be.
Yes,
X
it
going to
will.
put it home. 15-13. They weren't able to stop it the second time around. And now both teams will be trying to reset and grab this. And now it's Prophecy in the advantage position. They will be able to relay this if they can throw it over. Aqua will have it. Surely this is another 2.
Well, they need to make up their minds here, Optic. They're getting a bit split. They either have to give up a point and just push the drone spawn or get control of their base. Right now, they're not getting control of their base. A big win by Scumpy gives them a chance, but there's still 2 there. They've just got to get this drone. Try to get it out. Stop this pressure. I think they've won the battle for now. They've halted the flood that was coming in for Prophecy.
Still going to be in control.
Their
Aqua's
base is safe, though, for now.
This throwing out. This is going out. Yeah, Aqua, I'm surprised he didn't throw it in the glass.
He's going to toss it towards green. This might actually turn into a wrap for Optic. They're going to get punished for that for sure. Here they go. The green push from Optic. Formal trying to get cover. There's one. If they get another kill forward, Aqua able to win the gunfight against Scumpy. That's a big one, but this should easily be a dunk. No, it gets shut down there. Anybody else in help?
Enable.
2 for Enable. Can he get the 3rd? There's 3 for Enable.
Oh, no, denied. Nagafen will stop the dream. Enable has gone down, and that could have been a nightmare
I
for
thought
Prophecy.
they had a dunk for sure. You saw that toss to green was just a. Stop thinking for a second.
Panic maybe, but they go absolutely will not have control.
This is it.
Surely
It's got to reset. Toss it through this little.
It goes.
He gets it through. That's going to be a bounce back for Prof. They're going to push a game number 4. Woo! That one, 17-13. Holy hell. When Enable got that 3-piece, if he somehow would have got the drone and scored, I would have threw my headset at Merc.
Dude. It was a very, like I said, it was a confusing play. I was actually kind of sitting there, kind of mouth, just amazed. I was speechless while you were continuing, going, what? I'm surprised. I called the glass throw. I was like, yeah, that's going out.
Instead he was like, oh, glass. Green starts with G as well. Let's toss it to the other team.
Yeah, I'll have a chance. I actually want to see whether or not you can do it.
Yeah, that was almost punished big time, but they were able to get the key kills on defense. They're going to win, come back uplink against Optic Gaming. Brycey.
Yep.
We got a game number 4.
We do have a game number 4. Will it be game number 5, though, which is what we were kind of both hoping for?
Yes.
Yes. The Lord Maven has spoken.
That's all I had there, yeah. Yes.
There we go. The Lord
Let's
Maven
take a
has
look through.
spoken.
Run me through the stats here. The stats here, Brycey. Who really stood out for you?
Well, you know what? Enable for Optic Gaming stood out for me.
Honestly, it was balanced for everyone for the most part. Like, everyone kind of putting in the uplink or sliding department. Really good, well-rounded effort from either team.
Yeah, KD ratio. I mean, Scumpy, like I said, not going positive. The only one on Optic not to go positive. Not what you expecting for him in this game type, maybe. But Enable made some big kills. He was doing really well, and we saw him continually put work in.
Yeah, that was a fun one to watch, man. I mean, rarely do you get a 10-8 half.
Yeah.
Typically, if someone's putting up 10, they've just crushed their opponent. It's like 10-0, 10-2.
You see 20 points in a half, right?
Yeah,
That was close to 20 points.
You don't typically see it play out like that, where it ends up being so close through the first side. We had a very similar finish to the second side. But that was fun to watch.
It most certainly was. Join us for map number 4 right after this short break.
Wait, you're not on it? I'm on it.
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 Where are you at?
You know, 40, 50 or
Still,
whatever. However many
that was
decades
fun,
you are.
I have an AARP card. I get 5% off at my local Chuck E. Cheese.
I just love the fact that your Zimmer frame
Do you
has
even
never
have
been sitting
Chuck
at
E.
an event,
Cheese
but
here?
you bring it.
No, I do. I'm fired up, man. This is exciting. I want a game 5. I can feel a game 5. I just
it's
had
gotta be a
half of a
game
Red
5.
Bull. I made that up. That was like 3 series ago.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, I'm tempted to go to an Optic if we can go to a game 5. Just can we
Guys,
do it, please?
Just throw this.
Well, you know what? I'd love to know what people at home are thinking, Maven. We were kind of checking out Twitter before. Some of your comments are amazing. But, hashtag COD Masters. Please keep them coming in at Gfinity. Also at Maven and tell him he looks beautiful because, let's be honest with it, he needs it.
I think my knees are starting to cramp sitting here. It's been like 5 of 7 series today. I'm getting sore.
Yeah, that's not the sitting. That's the age, dude.
Come on, let's be honest. Really is. I need like hot and cold cream.
Where is Mr. X when you need him? Yeah. Let's go on board. It's going to be capture the flag on retreat for map number 4. The last map will be Search and Destroy Detroit, where I think everybody's fingers crossed we will be seeing.
This is going to be tough. I mean, we've talked about how dominant Optic Gaming is on retreat. Yes, it's different than Hardpoint, but a lot of the same stuff applies. Formal's going to be outside at pool. He's going to be rocking that bow. You'll see Krim out there as well. Who in the hell on this squad is going to keep up with the bow control of Optic Gaming?
Yeah. Well, let's speak of the devil and let's watch him first of all. Optic Gaming will be the team we jump on with first. And the man, the battle, the legend, Formal.
All right, and I imagine he's going to be jettisoning himself at the pool here pretty quickly as they're going to try and get control of that. And sure enough, here's the sniper off of spawn. Going to try and get the pick, but there's 17 grenades flying in his face here. Trying to get the pick. Shot comes in, going to miss. But now we will vie for control.
He's so desperately looking for it as well, but Apathy will get it now. He's forced to pull out the bow. It's going to go down as Apathy get 3 off the break as we jump on board with him. Enable going to be trying to hold this one and stop Apathy from pulling.
And how big would a cap, oh God, if they got a cap from that side in the first minute of the game, that would have been, I don't want to say a dagger, but that would have been huge. Because what do you think, if you're on cave side, you want to be up what, at least 2 caps, three even? Yeah, so that would have been, God, that break could have been absolutely crucial. But they do fall a little bit short. That spawn comes in for Enable, and he's able to shut it down.
Yeah, Nathan now going for this pull control here, but no, he's going to be cut out of the sky. Krim desperately putting shots down towards that player. I don't know who dipped out there. But now here they go. Pull control for Optic Gaming. There is a player going to be on the flank, though. It's going to be Aqua. Aqua, we're looking for one more. Krim cuts him down with the help of his teammate.
The bait and switch. Aches gets caught. That was done beautifully there. Krim heating up 4 and 2 on a three spree.
Looking for this kill as well. He's going to make it. He's heavily damaged, though. He's going to probably wait for his health to regen. No, he's going to try and get out. He'll be getting cut down for his trouble. Scumpy last alive for his team. Maybe pick a kill or 2 here and disrupt them, or will he sneak it?
And we talked about, last time we were on with Aches, he had big 2-piece after big 2-piece on the defensive side. He had another one there. I'd like to see him keep that rolling. But this is going to be the first pull. This has cap written all over it. They might have a stalemate, but the player who do you have highlighted? This will be Formal. It's going to be his chance to cut this off here. He's in a good position to do so. If he can get an angle here, should be able to shut it down. Can he get to return in time? There's one other player he's got to deal with getting tagged up. They're going to get the touch. We've got a stalemate. There's not a lot he could do. There's 3 players went to that side to try and help up their flag carrier. They knew they didn't really have a way of shutting down Krim or Scott.
Like I said, the actual stalemate scenario benefits Prophecy more.
Oh, they want this to last 52 minutes. So as long as this stalemate could last, that's what they want. 0-0 going into the second side would be absolutely huge.
Eggs, though. He's going to be hunting for Prophecy. And he's being sent out here. Now, this is a game of patience that I like to watch. Like, both teams will send out hunters. And how many hunters they send out is basically a team decision. Do we send 1? Do we send 2? Are we desperate for a flag? Do we send 3?
He's got a chance here. Ace can make a play. He's got to try and push Scump before a spawner comes in. That's it. He's going to get the return. This should be – oh, look at this player behind the flag carrier, though. Who's there trying to Enable to shut it down. Enable to get in and get the pull. Great play by Enable.
He has done that so many times here for Optic. Aqua, though, he's going to try and shoot him out of the sky. Desperately trying to stay alive as here. It's going to be a player from Optic Gaming going to go down and it's going to be cut through. And is it going to get returned? No, it's still dropped. Aches will be picking it up. No, it's going to be Nagafen. Nagafen will put it home and it has finally got that cap. My goodness, what a scrappy pull.
That is a big one because you need, with 2 minutes, if you're looking at Optic, you want to get, what, 3 or 4 on the board now. That is an absolutely massive cap. That's the best thing they could possibly hope for would be go 1-1, but Krim's got the flag out. He's got nobody able to stop him. This is going to be a cap. It should be 1-1 in just a matter of seconds.
Yeah, it will be.
What a counter there by Optic Gaming.
Well, they had to. Really, I said that was an incredibly scrappy flag pull. Aches pulled off some super work actually at the start of it, and then there were so many plays go on all the way back to the flag. But now, 1-1 with these 2 squads. 1.5 minutes left. You really want to see Optic Gaming get another one in this scenario? Because otherwise, they're at a disadvantage going into the second half.
Apathy, he's got players kind of on either side of him. 1 close, should shut this down in just a second. Yeah, that will be the return. And flag out again for Krim. This is a cap. 100% a cap.
It's going to, could be. Don't bank
as long as they pick up
that's a cap.
So it is going to be a 2-1 advantage here. They've only really gotten, I mean, other than the stalemate, they've really only gotten 2 pulls, and they've made work with them. We've talked about in the past how effective they are. Typically, when they get the flag out, man, they're set up great. Enable there, just chopping down eggs.
Oh, he is. Now we're going to jump on board. Optic Gaming want one more. They're going to try and push for one more. They get full control. It's going to be Formal and Scum pushing as well. They should be able to jump in here. One more wave of kills will get them a pull out of this area. Scum trying to make it. Will end up making it. Krim gets a kill as well. This should now be a pull. But Scump is alone.
Yeah, he's by himself. He needs a little bit of help. We just talked about it. They pull when they're set up for a pull. They don't do those desperation pulls very often. Scump going to drop. Unfortunately, as his help was coming in from Enable. Enable going to ultimately get cleaned up by Nogafin as well. Nice two-piece from Nogafin inside the base to slow down the push. 30 seconds left. Optic, I think they need to get one more on the board. Now, if you're going to see a team maybe go off on the quote-unquote poor side, it would be Optic Gaming, but I think you want to try and get one here, and they've only got Krim in a position now. This is going to be 2-1 going in. Yeah,
this is no more going to happen at this side, and it's not the biggest lead for Optic Gaming, considering what they're about to come into. Cave side is slightly preferred, just because of that pull control, and it's easier to spawn them out.
Yeah, really, it's the spawn out's the big part. I mean, you saw, they got 3 down, Apathy got a pull. You saw how close the spawn is for that side. I mean, Enable spawned about 10 feet from the flag and was able to shoot him immediately off a spawn. Does not happen on the flip side, as you'll spawn so far out on that back left corner. Final kill cam gonna go to Enable. This one, I think, is gonna come down to the wire, Brycey.
Yeah, when you spawn out on that side as well, you have to run into 2 choke points to actually try to come back.
It's horrendous.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. So, I'm actually gonna call this advantage prophecy. Just a little bit.
100%. I mean, I couldn't agree more. We talked at the beginning about wanting possibly 2 or 3 cap lead. It's only going to be 1 right now. The pre-nades coming in from Krim. You saw the similar thing come across for Formal. He survived it, whereas Nogafin implodes. He's going to drop there up the break. You see Apathy trying to get sneaky. Is he going to be able to wrap from behind? Looks like that player is going to be second story here.
I don't think they've seen him either. Now they will. Apathy can make this kill. That's a big kill from him. It's going to force Optic Gaming to rotate back very, very quickly. Does he stay alive? No. Will be cut down. It's going to be trying to get aggressive here.
He's going to get chopped down as well. We have Krim here mid-map. He's going to wisely rotate out to full size. He's going to have to stop this, but that's a tough fight there. He's completely exposed, going up against basically the shoulders and up of Aches. He's able to win that gunfight. Over 4 to play. Still a 1 cap advantage. They're playing a bit of defense here right now. Now, do you think, okay, so if you know you're Optic Gaming, you're on the the weaker side. Are you trying to just play for mid-map control, conservatively make sure you're rotating back off spawn? Or are you still going to be attacking? Because we haven't seen them attacking at all,
I'm going to go with attacking. I mean, I've seen teams do the worst thing here, which is just permanent defend.
The turtle up on the turtle?
If you turtle up on turtle, you basically might as well just put your controllers down and let them have the map.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that, but I don't know.
I know what you're saying. They're going to try and hold pull control and not be too aggressive, not take the risks.
Yeah, they're going to avoid the 3 and 4 down situations that'll give up their base. Because, again, if you get a pull out, get it over that wall, God, 8 times out of 10, a really high percentage, it is going to be a cap for your team. But we do have Enable pushing up the left side. Got a little bit of help on his right. There's 3 players at home. Just like he sees his guys drop. He should just try and stay alive as long as he can. You're able to get one more outside. He is going to drop now. We should see some aggression.
You have called that right here. I mean, they are being a little bit more passive.
They're playing that halfway mark. Yeah.
They don't want to push too far. They're trying to just make sure a player stays alive to at least slow them down, as they will clean it out once again. This is where they'll be going for pull control, putting bodies further up the map. As long as you get those bodies further up, even when you spawn back, you have a chance to rotate. So it's basically like a second chance of defending your flag if you've got control.
I haven't seen an Optic Gaming player cross the halfway mark really this game. And they haven't really, I mean, right now they're turtling because they know the pressure is coming in. But for the most part, you're right. They've just been holding that kind of midfield line. They've been doing a great job. Because think about it. The only way they're going to score on Optic is if they get 3 or 4 down. Yeah. If they just hold it, if they're playing passively, they're not going to be put in that scenario. There's no way they're going to take out 4 of them if they're sitting back and kind of waiting for them to come in.
Well, I think the one player they will keep sending forward, the danger, will be Scumpy. If they can get map control, they will be sending Scumpy forward constantly. Just as dangerous, this was almost a pull-out, but it has been deflected by Optic Gaming again. There we go. Scumpy was actually going up the map, and it has been pulled away by Apathy now. Apathy has a chance. Aches is actually backing him up.
If he gets over the wall, this is a cap. Oh, he gets shut down. That's a ginormous kill there from Formal. Krim gets one as well. He was a hop away from getting over the wall, and then I think he was home free. Enable gets the return. That was a little too close for comfort.
It certainly was, and that's the issue when we talk about turtling or being too passive, is that you can crack. You only have to, if you lose 1 wave of kills, that flag is gone.
If Formal doesn't get that kill before he jumps over the wall, I'm confident that's a cap. He was home free. There was 1 player kind of around mid-map, but he would have to deal with 2 players there of Prophecy.
Look at it. Look how passive they've gone. They are now turtling a lot harder.
I think this is smart. I mean,
Scumpy again going forward.
Yeah, he'll be the one that'll get up, try and flank, get the kills. Like right here, he's going to be able to flank and probably pick up 2 kills.
Apathy going on board with him. They will now have full control. They will be pushing once more on board with Apathy. He's 21 and 12 on a 3 streak as well. This is where it could happen. Picks up a kill at the same time. Still, Optic Gaming players to beat. Optic Gaming are doing a great job of slowing down Prophecy to get more bodies to defend.
And they've only got a minute 15 to work with. It's clear what the strategy has been from Optic Gaming on the second side. It is hold, hold, hold. And so far they've done it. I mean, when you have Formal back there on those steps with a Bal, it's going to be so tough to beat unless you flank him. And that's exactly what Aqua did. This should be it. Someone's going to have to overextend. They're going to get that stun was huge, but he is over the wall. It's all going to come down to this.
Scum play. This could be a goal.
Flag. It's all on Scum.
He's going to put it away. This will go in the favour. He's going to be chased as well. Does manage to get out as well. Clever counter pull there by Scumpy. Could have kept his team alive. A gunfight going to be so important right here. A player's going to be upset with
It's whether or not he can get the return. He should get the kill. Will he get the return? He gets it, but they return for both sides. No, he gets it. It's 2-2.
It's 2-2. It's 35 seconds left here. Prophecy have managed to get it out.
They held for 4 minutes, and then finally they're able to get over that wall, and that one pull turns into a cap.
Eventually you break. Eventually, if you defend, eventually you will break.
That's what we saw there. It worked effectively for so long, but this one looks to be pushing towards OT. I don't think there's enough time for anyone really to get across here.
No, this is over. This is going to overtime, Maven.
Wow, Prophecy coming up clutch in the final seconds there. That was unbelievable. You know, I liked it. I liked what Optic was doing. It was a clear plan. They were holding the midway point. But where it fell apart was when they lost mid-control, and then they were holding their base.
Yeah,
that you can't do.
They went for turtle. They went for full turtle. And like we said, that is not, you know, you can hold it for a little while. You can hold it for maybe a minute and a half. But after that, it starts to get really dangerous. You're going to be spawned out. I would have actually liked them to see be a little bit more aggressive in the middle there. A few times they got a wave of kills and still maybe just a little bit too passive. Maybe have gone for it at least once, at least scared Prophecy into not knowing their strategy.
I'm going to be honest, Brycey, I'm so excited that I am uncomfortably sweating.
Well, that's actually your normal state, but let's go on board with Apathy now.
That's due to your high blood pressure.
Yeah. We can see Apathy once again trying to make some more kills. He's been such a factor here for Prophecy in this game. But no, flag will now be pulled by Nagafen. Nagafen going away. He will have a player spawn up to help him in the pull area, but will be a counter pull as well by Crimsix. And now we're going to see a bit of a stalemate. Has gone down. Advantage to Prophecy. Has to get away, but no, it has been cut down. Aix is going to do it. Aix and Aqua trying to combine here to get this one away.
This is a cap in what, just under 36 seconds, I believe it was. And that was from weak side. In 36 seconds. I don't think Optic is going to be able to, I don't think they can hang with that.
We've got to watch Optic. And
oh my God, did Prophecy make that look easy?
Enable has been playing out of his skin. I'm going to stay on board with him here, 27 and 15.
Well, here they go. They don't have a lot of time to work with. 30 seconds on the clock. They're pushing forward, trying to get pool control. If they kill one full rotation here, that's game.
Here comes Enable. You can see it.
There's two, there's three.
The third. Apathy's going to be last alive. He's not going to be able to do it. Krim will pull
it
away. He's got it away. He's going to go.
There's one player at home for the pull. They've got to shut him down. If he pulls it out and takes it right side, he might be able to get away. This is all going to come down to the timing. There's the pull.
He's going to
get around the corner. He got out.
He's away. It is. It's going to be it. That's no way to get a return.
Oh,
Prophecy will take it to game number 5.
You couldn't have played that any better as Optic. They got in. They got 3 down. They got the pull. But Nagafen, you sneaky, sneaky man.
And I think everybody on Twitter has to send that man a thanks for taking it to a game number 5. Here we go, Maven.
Optic thought they had it won, man. For sure. They're like, oh, we got this. The 3 with 4 all streaming down pool side. They basically all stayed alive. Flag at home. They're on the way. And right before, if Krim got over that wall a second earlier, how tagged up was Nagafen? You could have thrown a leaf at him and he would have dropped as he got around that corner.
Wow.
Woo! Enable, a big game too, 28 and 16. He had a bunch of defense to go with
like
it.
I said, the more he plays with the squad, the better he looks.
Apathy though, 27 and 15. He had 2 defends, 2 returns. But for me, it comes down to Nagafen there. I mean, I think he was the first down.
Some players would have panicked and maybe tried to challenge him or something silly, but no, picked it and ran.
Well, I'd have to take a look at how it went down, but I think he was the first down pool size they pushed. He spawned, overextended immediately. And a lot of times when you see them, he probably saw 2 or 3 at pool side. You think he would be wrapping back to play defense. I'd have to watch it again. I was paying attention to the aggression of Optic, but I'm pretty sure he spawned and just went flag, flag, flag. If I get a pull, this one's over.
Yeah, I think at that point he was like, we're not going to defend this. All 4 of Optic was still up.
Yeah.
That was the issue. There was no trading it there at the end. I think it was Aqua last alive, had to try and kill them. And he put a lot of shots down on Krim. I think it was one more bullet and Krim would have dropped. And that may have been, you know, that could have gone the other way as well. It could have not got out quick enough.
I can't handle a game 5. This is too much, man.
Hashtag defibrillator for Maven.
Yeah, someone bring me some vitamins.
This may be Maven's last cast ever. We're going to go on to Detroit to search and destroy. Map number 5, a grand final. We could not be asking for more. And how is this going to go? I have no idea. This is crazy, right?
Wait, this is the S&D that we saw. This is where TCM destroyed them, right?
Yeah.
So they haven't played Detroit since. Was it Detroit?
Yeah, it was.
Where they got absolutely smacked? No, it was Terrace. That was Terrace.
It was Terrace.
That
It was Terrace.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
Terrace.
yeah.
There you go. You know, I'm so excited I don't even know what's going on.
I've casted so much Call of Duty today, it's all just blending together. I'm just seeing colors at this point.
That division's going again.
Good for them.
I think
It's a different map.
everything you keep describing is just old age, dude.
That's not even mean. That's just true. I can't argue that. I'm beginning to fall apart mentally and physically.
Yeah. Well, you knew when they put up scaffolding for your makeup, it was going to be bad, right?
I'm going back. Yeah, I have makeup on my whole body. Little, but they have to put it on my hands, otherwise you'll just see veins and wrinkles. But after this, as soon as I get back to the States, man, I'm hitting up a 24-hour gym. I'll be fit as a fiddle.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not going to happen at all. But game 5, man. Prediction from me. Round count. I'm round 11, 1v1 Crimx. If that actually happens, I won't be able to cast it.
I don't think we should cast it. I think we should just watch.
Prediction.
I'm going to go with your prediction because the prediction we've gone for a game 5. We both wanted a game 5. It's happened.
We did. We got it.
I want a 1v1.
I thought, man, oh, God, I'm just trying to think. Half an hour ago, I was sure this was going to be a 3-0, and now they've fought back. It's just he is Aches, man. He's just a thorn in the side of Optic. Time and time again, the man is a champion. And not that he's had any amazing play that we've seen. Not that there's been anything that stood out. It's just his presence, man. If he's on a team, you know they have the chance to go the distance. You know what? And here it is, game 5.
Love him or hate him, call him the villain, call him a detriment. You know he knows how to win. He knows how to bring it.
He does.
And we're going to see this, game number 5. This is ridiculous. I am so excited for this map. It's going to start any second now as well. It's been an incredible weekend here at Gfinity at the arena.
We're loading it, baby.
Here he goes. Cheer coming up from the crowd.
I'm just a puddle right now. I'm so nervous.
I'm sure Twitter's blowing up waiting for this game as well.
Yeah, by the way, if you're in the crowd, if you're at home watching this stream, please, mlg.tv/Gfinity.
Yeah, last chance.
Championship, Gfinity, Call of Duty, Spring Masters, #1, Game 5. Finals. I think I already said finals. I'm reiterating, it's the finals.
Last map, last chance for both squads. And we're going to go onto the attack. First of all, it will be Optic Gaming. I'm going to quickly check through their guns while we're loading in. I don't see anything. I don't see any overkills. So it will be straight up. And let's go on board with Enable to begin with. He has played really well for Optic Gaming. Couldn't have asked for a better pickup.
All right, we'll watch Enable. He's going to be the player. Going to be kind of watching the flank off the kick. There's one player pushing forward. Krem could get wrapped behind. Now he's just going to be sitting inside. They'll be able to push forward up to mid-box. They've got mid-map controlled. You see the pretty familiar 2-2-ish split right now out of the defense, but Ake's going to get picked off by that grenade. Excellent job from Krem.
Let me see. Now, this is the push. If they can get in here clean, if they can get in there, there's going to be a player backlockers as well. Optic Gaming, ideally, would love a pick here, but I don't think they're going to get it. Prophecy will just not give them that opportunity. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they can't get in here straight away, to see maybe some sort of crazy rotation, but no, they're going to get in. They've got in.
They've got control. They saw that player dash past. He's going to pre-fire this. We'll see when they decide to go back for the plant. You'll see a mix of bomb carries. You've seen Scump with it. You've seen Krem with it. As he's going to hop up. I don't know how he's still alive. He's got shot by 3 players. And he turns on Nogafin.
It's Crimbot time, baby, as they get this is now Apathy in a 1 versus 4. He has managed to get Scumpy. He's now running for his life. He's heavily damaged. Optic Gaming will have the advantage. Krim is not a real...
held on to that bomb so long, I thought he was going to use it as a frisbee.
I'll be honest with you, that was reactions there. I mean, the trophy took down one grenade. He saw the second one come in, instantly cancelled the plant, dashed one way, dashed the other, and then turned and burned the player coming off mid-stream.
That was just an absolutely freakish play, and Apathy's going to drop. First round going to go to Optic Gaming.
How on earth did Krim do that, dude? That guy, all he sees is zeros and ones.
That kid makes me uncomfortable, man.
He got 3 kills and the plant.
He doesn't smell like a human.
Unbelievable.
And he ends up, the awkward plant, he tries to get off it. He ends up with 3 kills in that, just short of the ace. Whew, what a big first round from Krem. How many times have we seen him in big matches, big Game 5 championships. I remember a series where he went like 11-0 in a Game 5. I would not expect him to just go pure Crimbot mode here.
No. Apathy looking in the pit. He's going to see Formal. Formal will take that first blood. Nagafa now looking for a pit here, and the problem for Prophecy is they could be pinned in. They could lose all map control, and that actually makes it really difficult for them to push.
You'll see if that player, I'm trying to watch that far left player by A, see if he decides to try any kind of flank. It looks like right now Optic's playing very patient.
They will do. And look at this. This is the 2-2. This is a buddy system. They're waiting for the trades. They know they can get this trade and continue to have it. They'll be fine.
Formal, just checking spawn to see if there's anyone playing slow. Oh, that comes in. He's going to get a hit marker for Nagafin. That's got to be incredibly frustrating. But that lets them know that there's at least still a player in spawn. They're aware they're not all waiting outside of B. Krim's going to pick one up. 4 versus 2 right now. Nagafin and Aqua. Can they come up clutch?
Time is going to kill them as well here. Is he going to be able to get away? I think he just slipped into the green here. Could be traded. Aqua still up. Nagafin will pick up Scumpy as well. 2 versus 3. They've brought it back just a tiny bit, but Optic are closing the noose. Aqua's going to go for it again. They have actually split up this time. Aqua maybe trying to get a flank on to help his teammate out.
Aqua's covered the entire map.
Yeah. Nagafan actually trying to back off here. Can he make this kill? No. That was so critical here. Aqua now does not have a chance to do anything and will go down Optic Gaming 2-0.
Yeah, great start here for Optic. They fell just a little bit short in game number 4, but off to a hot start here in game number 2. Krim yet to die, 4-0 right now, leading the way. Do you expect anything less?
No, not really. I actually want to watch Krim because we're going to go on to Optic Gaming on the attack again, and I've got to watch Crimbot. Currently 4-0, and you know what? He can taste that championship. He can taste the equal to Aches.
You gotta start with him, and if you think it's not in Krim's mind right now that he is going to tie Aches, you're out of your mind.
Yeah.
He absolutely knows the stakes right now. He's got the snipe here, off a spawn. They're playing it pretty similar to the first round. A slow push up through garage and B. Last time they were able to get that pick on the nade with Krim. This time they're going to be pushing in against the full force. They've got 2 players in around, but really only 1 inside right now. We'll see how they play. This little bait and switch action likely coming.
Here they go. Can they break in there? Another player back lockers. Aqua and Ace will be sitting there. Formal has managed to break in. Scum's going here. You know what? Wouldn't really surprise me to see another attempt at a rotation. But no. Krim being very aggressive considering he has the bomb.
He's just trying to find someone here. Front Street Formal going to get a couple shots in there. But Apathy, he is going to get the first blood. And that was Krim, like you said, the bomb carrier. He's mid-street. That's not where you want to lose it. Apathy then with a nice second kill with the grenade. Make it 3. Apathy working on the ace right now. Aqua going to drop.
Surely not, Scum. He is going to go down. And now 2-1
That was all Apathy, man. He got 3 huge kills, able to shut that down. And that was kind of weird to see him mid-street with the bomb, because if he drops there first, how are they going to get to that and get away?
Optic Gaming really wanted to break in here, and what they're relying on is their gun skill. They're like, we've got to break in, we've got to do this right. It's dangerous, right? The nades come in, you get flanked. They've got to be so careful with every move. That time it did not play out. Last time it took Krim's God moves to stay alive.
All right, well, it's going to be back to offense here for Prophecy. Apathy coming off a massive round. Let's switch over to Apathy. He got 3 kills there. I want to see if he can keep it rolling. He's a player that is really, for me, inconsistent at times in S&D. He either goes off or truly struggles. Right now, he's got potential to just have a monster game.
It really does. Apathy, they're just being a little bit patient here. First pick, so important to both these 2 teams. Very, very tense. It's always very nerve-wracking when you have no idea and you haven't seen anybody yet. Now, Apathy comes for the first peek.
The play going to be towards A. He's got to deal with that sub of Scumpy to his left here. He's going to be pushing forward. It looks like he's going to work the plant. He needs cover because as soon as he gets us down, Scumpy's coming flying.
Yeah, he is. This is what the big trade comes in. Scump's going to go for it.
There it is.
Get him. Oh,
no! You need to get that kill, man. If they're going to get bombed down, you have to pick that up if you're Scump. And just like that Aqua 2-piece, Nagafin with the snipe. This one's going to be tied up 2-2.
Oh, down he goes. Unbelievable. I mean, Scum just a little bit wobbly at the end of that shot. Wasn't able to get it.
Yeah, that's a kill you think he's going to get 99% of the time. He knew the bomb went down. He knew right where that player was going to be. He was going to be trying to get away safe around that left corner, and he just honestly choked. He wasn't able to take care of it. Would they have won the round if he got that? Who knows? But that's a kill you have got to get when you're in in game number 5.
Well, I'm actually going to go on a board. I'm going to board with Scumpy this time. Let's see what he can do on the attack here. And it looks like the same story again.
Yeah, they've been obviously going towards B very, very heavily.
They're confident in this push. They must be so confident to do it for the 3rd time on the trot.
Well, is there anyone really better at the old bait and switch game than this team? They've got several players that work together so well on that. And they've been able to break in both times. It just kind of collapsed there at the end because the bomb went down mid-street. That nade's going to be right on Aqua's feet. They know there's a player then to the right side, but now they're aware there's one the second as the grenade comes in from Aches. But they do manage to get bombed down. Crim going to get out. Nade's coming
that's a big advantage.
And that gives control, though, of the B bomb site. That's going to be open up for Prophecy to get in.
B bomb site is not something you want to stay in when that goes down. If they can wrap realistically to make this sound, they need a pick. The 3 pit in danger of being kind of traded out here. I mean, Formal will get a kill. Axe will actually, Axe will trade it back. Enable goes in as well. Both teams now going to go back and forth. And either way it could go. Enable, Formal, and Scumpy. It's going to be Formal. Formal comes in. No! Ninja defuse. Ninja defuse. I mean, admittedly, what Optic Gaming needed there for that tactic to work was a kill almost straight away. They needed to do something. You don't really want to stay in that bomb site. Oh, he didn't get it.
That's why I didn't say anything. I thought for a second, I was like, did he actually get that? Because you switched off him when he was about halfway. They were able to shut it down. I was waiting for the kill cam. I wasn't sure. But they are able to get it. 3-2 advantage for Optic.
I thought he'd go the other way around. Let's go on board with Aches this time around. Then didn't actually manage to get that one.
It had to have been pretty close.
Yeah.
Because when you went off, I think it was about the halfway mark.
I was looking for the guy to try and take him down.
Yeah, but he had to have been, what, about 80% or so, I would say.
Aches pushing. Just trying to peek it out here. Maybe trying to bait one of the players to engage him. You can actually see who's that on the massive flank out. There's Formal. He's actually looking in a pit. There's nobody anywhere close. But here we go. This is all going to explode in violence. So many players stacked in one area.
He's trying to creep forward and get this. Now, can
Grim's
Scump get the kill this time? He's not even going to get it down as the pressure is going to come. He's going to drop Scumpy that time, able to peek out and get the kill. We see Aqua inside, was trying to get an angle there on Scump. Eggs working forward.
Big push
They're
coming in.
Have to
It's
get
going to
the
be
bomb
Aqua
here.
who's going to break through. Down's going to go down as well. Nagafen 2 versus 2 now. Nagafen, Eggs, Crim, and Formal. We lost players alive, going all over the place.
One
Eggs
versus
versus
one.
Crim. This is not 11.
Here's the Eggs versus Crim. 1v1 shots coming in. Oh, God, 30 seconds on the clock. He tries the pre-fire. This is what, can we fast forward? Is this round 11? Can it be round 11?
Here we go. Eggs versus Crim.
And there's Crim's going to win it 4-2.
That could be it, and the crowd erupts. Everyone's been looking forward to that. 4-2 Optic Gaming. 2 rounds away
All right,
from
higher
taking
power
this.
in the sky. Again, just a couple rounds later, please. That was a little premature.
Here we go.
Wow, that was great. I thought Aches had him when he leapt across. He had hit markers for days, but not able to get it. Crim backs down and able to close it out. 4-2 advantage for Optic Gaming.
There is not a person in this place that isn't
Yeah,
on
the
the
crowd
edge of their
starts
seat.
going nuts as soon as you realize what the 1v1 is. It's what we all asked for.
Here we go. Formal is the man we're on board with now. Activates his system to keep those grenades off of him. He's just trying to peek here again. Both teams actually being a lot more cautious on this game. I haven't even seen an aggressive push, like a really aggressive push, which is a surprise. I think both teams really feeling the tension.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there is so much pressure on right now in a Game 5. They're playing it so slow. Formal here with the bow mid-street. Gets peeks from window. He's going to drop 4-3 advantage. They've got to take advantage of this. They need to climb back. They cannot go down 5-2. In my opinion, that would be an absolute dagger. Scump, though, the timing here. Crim is able to pick it up. It's going to be 3-3. He knows that player's there. He's going to push out. He's able to fly completely away. Aqua picks up 2. Scump going to get caught as well. 4-3 will be the score.
How many times is Scump being left alive in a clutch situation? Like, it happens so often now.
And, you know, typically you'd think in most game types he's going to be that forward person. He's the one flying in. He's either getting the kill or he's first dead, but he has been last alive.
When they push in the score, they seem to be leading with Formal every time and Crim's the bomb carrier. Scump's not actually leading that charge at all in the score, so it's clearly like a thing they've practiced because they've done it 3 times.
All right, what do you expect out of the offense? It's been so slow. Do you think we get a push now? Is this going to be our first aggressive play?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's something just out of left field. Trying to break it with this.
I thought for a second they were strapping on their Nikes and hitting B, but they are going to play it slow. Through garage, we'll see if I can get a kill. A lot of times you'll see Formal inside garage playing pretty forward defense here, but not this round. They're playing very passive inside of B.
Really tense apathy. In pit once again. They're going to be going for this push into school. A pick here for Prophecy will give them a much bigger opportunity to do something with this bomb. They have still got a decent amount of time. Maybe the next 10 seconds, that's when they have to think about committing.
Yeah, they're going to need to make a move here soon as Aqua's going to be rotating back to kind of check this flank here, and I believe, we're going to actually have a full flank here. Aches is going to stay to try and get a pick if anyone gets greedy.
Yeah, just playing that hook, just seeing if he can catch out anybody unaware. Gfinity desperately looking.
Here it comes. It's going to be on Scump again. If they're going to get this bomb down, he's going to be the one that has to pick up this kill. He plays inside there every time. Bomb should be down in a second. You'll see him peek, and there's a bow just lined up for him. Here comes the peek. I think, did he see him at the corner?
I'm not sure. Shots are actually going down. They know this rotation's coming. Scump desperately trying to do something.
He can catch it. There goes bomb down. He needs to get this kill at Apathy. This time he's able to get it, kick it away. Player comes and flanks from behind. Formal and Enable left alive. Formal can't win the gunfight. Enable in a 1 versus 3. I believe they're going to be able to tie this up. The patience paying off for Prof. That was so many P's.
Can he get a second one on window? No. Gfinity wisely backs off. This is all about the clock now, and surely these players are just going to wait it out. One will peek in a couple of seconds just to make sure he hasn't got on it, and then the other player will wait the clock out.
Yeah, I mean, he had to have seen him cross. You can tell by the way Aqua's looking. He saw it, and
doesn't matter.
he doesn't have time. I mean, he can go for the kill if he wants.
I'll go to the challenge.
4-4 is the score.
Jesus. Oh, we're in for one incredible game. This can't be.
And they got the plant, man, with what, 15 seconds or so? That one came down to the wire. If Scump peeked a second earlier, you know, there was the bow overlooking that, but he might have been able to kill that planter before he dropped. They would have won the round, but that's just that's a guess, man. He had no idea if he'd be able to catch that player.
I might actually cry. I might cry if this goes to a 5-5. Crimsix will be the man carrying the bomb at this time round. And we're going to see it again. Will Optic just throw something out of left field to throw them off? And they're going in. Formal will go down. Crim will trade it away. Crim trying to put some more shots on. It's a 3 versus 3.
And he was able to get the bomb.
Scump is going to get that.
He might go straight for the plant, but like you said, Scump able to get it. It's going to be a 3 versus 2. Crim tagged up, had to back away. There's going to be a player that flanks. Crim looking in the right direction. It's going to be timing here if he gets caught. Aqua able to flank and get one. He answers back. Can he get the second there? And Crim gets both!
Switch on him to see if he could get the clutch, and he could not. Crimsix will slap them both down.
I mean, man of the match, he started off with, what, 3 kills? He had the 1 versus 1 against Eggs, now the 1 versus 2. He is taking control of this series on his second 3 streak. He's 9-5. I believe he has 2 plants to go with it. God, is he fun to watch.
Here we go. Onto the attack once again. It will be Prophecy. Will they bring this to round 11 in what has been one of the most epic finals I've seen in a while? Oh, there we go. Formal has been seeing that. That cross knife is so hard to hit. If you hit it, you basically just rush school.
All right, you see, he's going to be playing back. Gfinity been in this position pretty much every round. It looks like they are going to be working this time, so the pressure going to be coming towards Crim and Formal once they decide to make their move. We've seen they have no problem being incredibly patient.
Yep.
The last win they had was with 15 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if they do something similar at B. In my opinion, you can't take that long at B. You got to get in much earlier than that because usually it's utter mayhem.
Wait for an Apathy here. He has actually made a player weak with that advantage just in favor of Prophecy.
And here it comes. They're flying in. The nade went in. They knew they had a clearing to push through. Formal gets backed up entirely. One gets mid-street, though. Enable able to pick up a kill. It's going to be a 3 versus 3. They've got B control, but who is that at front steps? They've got a player. Gfinity doesn't check it in time. That was Formal able to pick up 1. Apathy in window. He's about to get pushed. He gets that gunfight.
He gets away. He gets away.
And it's 2 versus 2 here. 25 seconds on the clock, Brycey.
They have to do something now. Commit. Go to a bomb site and commit. That's the only opportunity they have. This could all be over in just a second. It's gone down. It's now Apathy in a 1 versus 2. It's going to be all over.
And there it is. Optic Gaming.
Optic Gaming will take this down in one of those tensest things we've ever seen.
I'll tell you what, man. You don't have Crim on your team. You do not win this game 5. Big play after big play.
Holy mother of God, brother. What a final.
It's like he doesn't feel pressure, man. He just doesn't care.
He feels nothing.
He's going to have the big plays. Doesn't matter what he is facing.
He feels nothing but the win, dude.
And there we have 19th tournament win for Crim. He will be there alongside Aches. That's amazing stuff.
It most certainly is. And what a final. What a ridiculous game this has been all the way through. I mean, you could call MVP for all 8 players.
There's no one, it's not like you can pick someone that struggled, anyone that really stood out in the best of 5 over everybody else. Every single player for both sides in this at one point in time had clutch plays, put up big numbers, produced. No one really struggled throughout the series. You can't point a finger. It was just one hell of a best of 5.
Every single player on both teams had the moments. It was a ridiculously dedicated game for both of these. But you know what? Optic Gaming walk away with it. It means a lot to Crim, I'm sure. They're now tied up as the winner. Unreal.
Look at that handsome bunch.
There you go, your champions of the Gfinity Spring Masters.
That's amazing there. They've got to be so happy, man. That's back-to-back events between Gfinity and ESWC. All throughout Europe, they're taking over. And next week, all the way to the West Coast, California for UMG, they've got a chance to go back-to-back-to-back.
Unreal play. There you go. Lovely check from those guys. And they deserve it. Well, I'll tell you what, that was an amazing final. And let's throw it over to our team analysts and find out what they thought.
All right, thank you guys. Congratulations, Optic Gaming, your Gfinity Spring Masters champions. Guys, we got a chance to sit back and watch all 5 games. What a finals. We thought it was going to be a 3-0 start for Optic Gaming after clutching up in that search and destroy, but Prophecy showing a lot of heart. Game 3, a very narrow game 4. They survived to a second chance for a final S&D, and Optic proved they are still the strongest team in Europe right now. Muddog, let's kick things off with the first hard point. First 3 minutes, what were you kind of seeing from both teams?
You know, it was really a balanced game off the start. About 5 minutes in, the game was, roughly tied, a lot of slaying power. And then halfway through, we saw that 14-kill run at the middle hill. Tell us a little bit about that, Ali.
Yeah, Optic Gaming just went off, and as you said, 14 kills for their team, putting them in a great position to take as many points as possible on Hardpoint. And with about 1 minute left, Formal went on a beautiful 4-kill streak to take out the whole of Prophecy, and Formal just beasted it, to be honest. 55 kills to his name. I mean, just absolutely going off the 2-piece at the end. And as a result, Optic Gaming taking that first game, 226 to 173.
I have no idea why Formal was so good on that map.
He's a beast.
It was absolutely vicious. We saw such a tight game, and then all of a sudden, it was just a sea of red in that kill feed as Optic was picking up kill after kill after kill. Seemed to be a little bit demoralizing, but then in game 2, we switched things up, and we headed to search and destroy. Muddog, what were kind of the key takeaways you saw there?
You know, there were just a ton of big plays by solo players. We saw a 1v2 by Formal, a 1v2 by Nagafin. We also saw a 1v2 by Scump, but that was actually more of a mistake by Prophecy. The bomb was planted, and they were both huddled up right around it, giving Scump an easy 2-piece there. Now, one other thing I wanted to touch on that Scump did very well in this game, he was running a trophy system. Off the break, he was activating it right away. And almost every time you saw it disappearing, Prophecy was hitting some great pre-nades or pre-stuns, but that trophy was there to counter it and allow Scump to move freely around the map.
And here's a look, it was multiple times we just saw Prof kind of stacked up on each other. They didn't seem to know where to cover each other in Formal. They're in round number 4, making the big play, really helping Optic kind of pull away with that one. But Search and Destroy was a big question for us. Ali, were you kind of surprised to see Optic as strong as they were on Riot?
I think so. I think it's known that S&D isn't necessarily their strongest game mode, but Scump really making big plays, 10 kills to his name, 5 plants, and it was really close all the way up to 4-4. We had those individual plays, as Muddog said, but Optic Gaming coming out clutch, getting that 6-4 win, and going into the third map, 2-0 up.
All right, so at 2-0, we thought it was done. We thought Optic was going to be able to shut the door, close out Eggs, and his hopes of pulling away from Crim for the most titles in COD history. But Prophecy showing the true resilience of the squad, powering up there at the end of the first half of the uplink. Talk me through some of the final plays. Here's a look, man. 6-8, Optic in control there at the end of round 1.
You know, one thing I want to touch on first, Prophecy went up, I think it was 6-0 or 6-2 here, and then in the span of like a minute, Optic had scored 6 points. But at the end of this first half, in like 17 seconds, Aches was able to get back-to-back dunks to make it 10-8 at the end of the half.
It was extremely close. I think at one point it was 13-13. Honestly, I thought Optic Gaming was going to come out clutch, take it, and round off and win the championship 3-0, but it just didn't happen. Prophecy making the big plays to come and clutch it out 17-13, and it rolled on to another game, and things just got even more intense.
Absolutely. That capture the flag, we were still waiting. We're like, the trophy, it's just around the corner for Optic, but Prophecy, again, causing problems in game 4. I think a big reason for that was the success we saw from Apathy. You see here overtime at the start of the round, it was an early pull, Nagafen with the flag. Then you see, of course, the push, trying to go back to the base. A little bit of chaos. Aqua there keeps the flag alive, gets the return, and puts it in just over 35 seconds. They feel super confident, but the game not over yet. Optic Gaming on the second side of overtime causing problems as we fast forward to some of the end action here. 25 seconds left on the clock. You see the kills coming in. Formal helping clear the way. 2 big kills. Krim jumping on that flag. Apathy, last man standing. Can't get the kill on Krim. Krim escapes out to poolside, and look at the spawn. Nagafen knows exactly where to go. This was the play of the day, in my opinion. He knew exactly what to do. Time running out, just trying to keep the flag alive. They let the clock count down to 0. Optic can't get the return, and they force the game number 5. Let's wrap up the final search and destroy, boys. How did it all break down?
Now, one of the biggest plays in that search map was the first round. We saw Krim about to plant the bomb, had some shots on him, and he was able to jump off of it to the right. Then he moved to the corner. I don't know, just complete acts of wizardry or something. Then right after that, 3 kills by him in that round to take a 1-0 lead.
So that kind of set the tone. From there, got a little bit scary for Prophecy, but 8 rounds in, we're all tied up 4-4, and this was one of the biggest plays. You see the nades coming in. Krim with the awareness, able to dodge it out, able to stay alive, give his teammates some time. 2-on-3 situation, and really, Optic just played this one so smart, Ali.
They did indeed, and it got to a point where it was 4-4. Going into the next round, Krim manages to clutch up in a 1v2 situation to put Optic Gaming 5-4 up. Going into that 10th round, Optic Gaming just needing 1 more to take the win. It's extremely close. Was it going to go to round 11? It didn't in the end. Prophecy putting themselves in a position where they needs to put the bomb down really to get the sort of advantageous position. They didn't manage to do that. As a result, Optic Gaming took them out, managing to win the series. This is the final round, as you can see right on screen here. Extremely close, and had no idea which way it was going to go. 6-4 was the final. But Mud Dog, what can you tell us about this?
One thing I want to touch on here, Ace got first blood in this round, and especially in this game, that is so important. But we saw Enable counter that, make it a 3v3 situation, and from here, Optic Gaming was able to pull out the victory and win the Gfinity Masters.
And Eggs, of course, as you saw it there with the grenade, 3-on-4. We thought it'd all be tied up, pushing into B, but this is when Optic is most fearsome. Taking a look at the mini-map, rotating perfectly, covering each other. We said how important it was for Optic to be able to get those key trades. They got it, and that was a big moment when Nagafen didn't have eyes on the front of school. The pressure came in. Apathy was able to get 1, and here we see the 2-on-2. I thought they were still alive at this moment. I thought they were going to be able to wrap around, but the positioning, again, from Optic, the patience coming in from Scumpy and Enable. Enable, not the best of games at this point. 4 and 6 gets the big 5th kill there, and Scumpy helps finish it strong. Optic back-to-back weekend wins here in Europe, showing that they are still deserving the title of the best team in Call of Duty. Denial went out way earlier in this one. Optic showing their strength, even with the fill-in 4th here in back-to-back weekends, boys.
You know, I really want to give a big shout-out to Enable. Obviously, Krim, Scump, and Formal, amazing players, but this game's a team game. You know, you can't have a true weak link and win events. And Enable really stepped up, showed he was a great teammate, adjusted, filled gaps, and was able to help his team pull out the victory.
For sure, I have Enable in loads of my notes. He did a fantastic job, and jumping in as that additional player that hasn't been with the team forever is not easy. He did a great job, and Optic Gaming is proving that they are a fantastic team.
Optic Gaming, you know, everyone's been loving them for years. They are now winning and giving the fans what they want, tournament after tournament. Got to give big props to the guys and what they've accomplished so far in Advanced Warfare. Guys, for now, that is it for us up here in the studio. We have an interview ready down on the floor. Let's send it to Mike, who's with Crimsix and Scump.
Thanks, Puckett. We're here with Crimsix and Scump. You guys, you just done it. You've won Gfinity. How do you feel?
I felt like that should have been a 3-0. Honestly, really intense match. You know, we gave them 2 maps, actually. It was a choke. It was a choke 100%. So, but, you know, glad we can clutch up on Game 5s, and, you know, it was a lot of fun.
How do you feel about the win, Scump?
I mean, we played well. Unfortunately for us, we got to let Enable go after this one. We're going back to Karma with our actual roster for UMG. But this 2-peat, I mean, it feels great to beat them. They're a great team. I knew that they were going to be good at SND, and the fact that we took both SNDs off them was surprising for me.
Aches was just sort of shouting in the background there. Does it feel good to beat him like that?
Yeah, you know, teacher becomes... Wait. No, I messed it up.
Master becomes pupil or something.
No. Student becomes the master. Right. And, you know, we're tied right now, me and Aches, so I look forward to playing him at other tournaments and, you know, basically contesting him for the most accomplished Call of Duty player ever.
With the win, going into the 3rd map where you ended up losing, on the CTF as well, you you guys slowed down a lot. Do you regret doing that now? Who made the call?
There wasn't really a call. We just didn't. I know. I choked. I choked a gunfight that Seth died to, and then the guy was like diving down to get re. Should have killed him. And then we were running the flag back in overtime. I should have just went straight for it. Fought that 1v1 because no one was there to kill the guy pulling the flag out. So we basically had to, make plays, and we didn't on those 2 maps.
Yeah, I mean, those last 2 maps that we lost, maps 3 and 4, they just came down to the wire. I mean, literally the smallest plays, like millisecond. If I had 1 more second, we would have won the CTF. I was diving to get the return, and he was laying on flag. The uplink, we just slowed down a lot. They converted a lot. They were really good at passing. That's what threw us off, I think. They would overextend, throw it to our base, and then just have an easy dunk, even if we killed them all. And then another instance, they would pass to their teammate and jump into a portal whenever we had the numbers advantage again. So, I mean, they used that to their advantage really well.
With regards to the entire experience, you guys have been in Europe for 2 weeks now.
Yep.
What's it like being in a venue like this and being able to win in front of a crowd that we're really appreciating you being here?
The crowd's actually amazing. I love the crowds in Europe. I think that, the hype factor that the crowds bring is so intense, and I just love playing in front of it. And, I think North American scene, they really need to step up their, crowd interaction, stuff like that. And I think they should honestly take some notes from the EU events.
How are you guys going to be celebrating this evening?
I don't think we can say that on stream.
That's classified.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this has been 2 of the winners here. The other guys are just standing over there, but we're going to go back to Puckett in the studio. He's going to talk a little bit more about what happened in the game and recap the entire tournament.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Krim and Scump, not so good with quotes, but they're pretty darn good at winning championships. Another one to their name. Congratulations to Optic Gaming once again. Honestly, when you look at this team, you got to give an MVP. Mud Dog, personally, who do you think played the best for Optic Gaming throughout the weekend?
I'm going to say Crim6. Even if he didn't play the best throughout the weekend, he clutched up in Game 5. The play he had in the first round was absolutely amazing, helping them get that victory. And then in that 10th round, or the 9th round, he had that crazy 2-piece, which was able to make it 5-4, and they were able to pull out the victory after that.
They were looking so good. Krim with that huge play, the 2-piece there towards the end of the S&D was huge. Scumpy was a monster days 1 and 2, and really, I think just Optic Gaming proved how good and how threatening they are. But I also want to give credit to their opponents. Prophecy, first land together with Aqua and Nagafen, just showing what they are capable of. This is just the beginning, I have a feeling, for this team. I hope the squad stays together for a while. Ake seems to have that drive back, that hunger back, and I think this win going to Optic Gaming is going to make him even hungrier. There's plenty more Call of Duty still to go, those guys, but today it is done here from the Gfinity Spring Masters. Want to thank everyone who tuned in from around the world. NA scene, you have been challenged by Crim6 personally. You better man up at the next LAN. In EU scene, we know what we're going to get out of you. The next time we'll see you live here with some Call of Duty from the Gfinity Arena is the Summer Masters. Make sure to check that out June 19th through the 21st. And of course, stay tuned to Gfinity on Twitter for more info about the EU League coming your way soon. For Chris Puckett, Ali A, and Mud Dog, want to thank everyone for tuning in, for all the production staff at Gfinity. We'll see you next time.
You're not on it? I'm on it.
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 Where are you at?